Alright, welcome back to today's game of Old School Dungeons and Dragons. We left off in the town of Down. Our last crew, they also didn't do too good. Actually, no, I think we left off at the... Sorry. We left at the Kobold Caves, and our last crew didn't do too good there either. They visited the North Cavern again, and just more casualties, right? I think... Yeah, a good chunk of them were killed. Maybe like 2 of them made it out, or something. Or one guy made it out. Just the dwarf Roland, right? So it's another full day in September, and your party gathers here at the base camp north of the Kobold Caves, preparing for perhaps another expedition into the caves, or about to make new plans, right? So it's up to your crew whether or not you want to continue the campaign against the Kobold Caves. But without further ado, let's start game preparation. Make sure you guys are ready to play. So we'll just go down the list, and then I see Solar, you've just recently joined us. If you want to play, I can give you permission to speak, and then you just gotta rejoin the VC. So just a moment. Alright, go ahead and rejoin the call and you'll be able to speak.
Yo.
Alright, so
I just think I don't have a
let's see. Yeah, that's fine. You'll get to roll up.
Yeah, we will make your character here.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Alright, you're joining in late. If you ever join in late, just don't interrupt. Wait your turn, and I'll be with you in a moment.
Don't worry, I don't. Hold on. If I'm making a character right now, let me grab my journal. I also tend to take notes, so if I will sometimes ask for you to go back every so often, just so then I can get notes right. If you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just every
Good to
so
go.
often during the campaign.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. May I ask how you found our group?
There was, I'm trying to remember who it was, but there was someone in, I think it was Sam's Sanctuary. There was someone in Sam's Sanctuary, and I was talking about a character that I had. That or it was Socialize, and I was talking about a campaign that I had, or a character that I had, that I played before, that I no longer play, because it was for that one. And then he was like, oh, you seem pretty good at D&D, do you want to join a different server? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm always looking forward to playing D&D, I love D&D.
Cool, good to go. Appreciate that. Alright, let's see. So right now in our game preparation, we're just getting ready to play. And we're just going to go down the list, starting with SB, and then make sure everyone has a chance to get ready. So, since, of course, your name is at the end, you'll be last. But usually we have our new players go first. So, we'll have you go first real quick, since new players are a lot quicker than older players. And then everyone else, just sit tight, and then we'll get with you in a moment. So, starting with Solar real quick. Have you played old school D&D before?
Define old school D&D.
D&D BX. So original D&D, before first edition.
No, I think I played, I think it's called E5, I could be wrong.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so that's the most modern version, or the newest version of D&D.
5e, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's alright. Yeah, so no worries. It's a bit different, but the goal is overall the same. So, no D&D, the point, of course, is that we all got together here to tell stories of adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory. There's a particular objective, right? It's always the same, as to get money, right, and fame. So, as adventurers, and to play it, it's very simple. Basically, the game starts when everyone's ready, and the dungeon master describes the situation everyone's in, and everyone will have a chance to describe what their character will do. So they'll choose a course of action, and then we'll roll dice to determine the results. That's pretty much it. So that's the sequence of play. And before you can start playing, you'll need to roll up a character. And for that, you're going to go into dice rolls to roll up your ability scores.
Okay.
The command is going to be /roll space 6 space 3d6. I'll type it out for you so you can see how it looks. But make sure you type it out as it is. So that you can message the bot. Good job, you got it. Perfect. So basically, the next step is to plug and chug your scores. In the old days, you didn't get to pick your character's ability scores or anything. It was just randomly generated. So your first character, she's very strong and she's very dexterous. Okay, so your scores are generated in the listed order in the,
so
in the
that's
record.
just that's the order that it goes in no matter what. I don't get to plug them into different areas. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how it was in the old days. So in original D&D, it's just randomly generated your scores. So your character's got a high strength, a high dexterity, and a high charisma, and then a slightly lower than average constitution. So any score that is 3 to 8 is considered low, 9 through 12 is normal, and 13 through 18 is high. So let's see. Your next step is to pick a class. In OD&D, there were only 7 classes. That was a cleric, fighter, magic user, thief, dwarf, elf, and halfling. I'll show you the chart so you can have a look at some of the basic skills they've got.
I want to be an elf.
You want to be an elf? Okay, good to go. Yep. So elves need to be intelligent and strong, which you are. So you won. All right. So as an elf, you're gonna roll 1d6 for your hit points. So go ahead and do /roll space 1d6. All right. In the meantime, for those who
Write all of this down. Give me a second. Hold on.
All right. So go ahead and do /roll space 1d6, and you're welcome to take notes. However, I will also be keeping track of all the notes, so in case you miss something, you will see it. So I'll be keeping track. Let's see. 4. Good job. You have a -1 penalty due to your low constitution, so you've got 3. Alright, so for everyone else who does plan to roll up a character while I'm helping Solar or anyone else, go ahead and feel welcome to start rolling up your character if you know how to do it, right? It's just ability scores, pick a class, hit points, money roll, and then you're good, right?
Question, Dungeon Master. I was alive last session. Can I roll for a retainer, or how does it work?
Exactly. Every player is allowed to roll 1 new character per game. Alright.
So, now roll 3d6, 3d6, right?
6. Alright.
Yeah. Roll 3.
Your next step, Solar, is
really
to...
quickly, going
Your next step...
to my ability scores
Oh, yeah.
quickly.
Yep.
Could you tell me which ones those are?
Yeah,
so 13 goes to strength, right?
Yes.
And then it's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Do you see my screen? I have it posted on my screen.
Thank you. I wrote that so wrong, but that's okay.
Oh shit, there we go. Alright, so those are your scores on the screen. Okay, we left off with your money roll. Go ahead and do /roll space 3d6 for Solar. Alright, good job. First thing we're gonna buy you is a spellbook. An empty spellbook costs 3 coppers, and then from there you're gonna get to start with some spells. So for your starting spells, you either get 2 random ones, 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells, or 1 spell of your choice. I'll show you the options or the possible spells you might start with. Alright, so here are the first level spells. So you could start with, again, 2 random, 2 Dungeon Master chosen, or 1 of your choice. What would you prefer?
2 Dungeon Master chosen.
Very well. So it's as if a mentor taught you your spells then in the game, and they taught you read magic and sleep, right? Read magic is to use new magical items or spells immediately because you'll be able to read them. And then of course sleep allows you to put monsters that can fall asleep to sleep, and then you can just kill them or capture them. Let's see, so.
Okay, so wait, you gave me what in sleep?
Read magic and sleep. Those are your 2 spells in your book.
Free magic?
Read. R-E-A-D. Read.
Read.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you also need either armor, equipment, supplies, or tools, or weapons, right? You've got 6 coppers left to your name. So would you rather get some armor first, or weapons, equipment, supplies, or tools?
Equipment.
You want to go with equipment first? So equipment might be anything you need to do the job, right? So backpacks, bags, right? Tools, right?
Bag.
If you want supplies, torches, tinder boxes. You want a bag? So a bag, there's 3 kinds typically. Knapsacks, the smallest ones. Satchels, and then backpacks, the largest ones.
How much is a backpack?
3 coppers.
I'll get a backpack.
Good to go. You've got 3 coppers left, and I recommend you're gonna use those last 3 for a weapon. A good one that you can afford at the moment is a spear for 3 coppers, or a sling and stones. What would you prefer?
I'll get a spear.
Right, good to go. And that's 3 coppers. Last step to creating your character is to pick a name. So what name would you like for your elf?
Insomnia.
Insomnia? I mean, it's preferred that we pick medieval names. If you really want it, it might be okay. Do you know any medieval names? What was that?
Somniferous.
How do you spell that?
Let me write it down. Wrong, actually. Let me really quickly look up how to actually spell it. Because it's... The meaning of the word is to put to sleep.
I see. Okay. You can figure it out. In the meantime, just figure that out. Let me know when you've got it, but I'm gonna help the other players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tending to induce sleep. It's SOMNIF or NIF. Sorry. EROUS.
Somniferous. Sure.
Somniferous.
Alright. Good to go. So at this time, you're welcome to sit tight and just hang out until everyone else is ready. So you're on standby. Alright, everyone else, thank you for your patience. We're just gonna go down the list. SB, you're first. Are you rolling up? Right. So let's have a look at what you got.
Yep, already rolled the stats, rolled the money. I do know exactly what I'm gonna buy.
Okay, good to go.
I got 1 HP. It's alright though.
You'll be
The main
fine.
thing is making sure everyone else does well. That's the goal.
We've got 9, 6, 10, 4, 13, 7. What class did you pick?
Fighter. 1d8. Yeah, got a 1.
Alright, well you get a plus 1
So-
adjustment from your constitution, so you got 2.
Oh yeah, baby, let's go.
3d6
it could
for
matter.
money.
It could save me maybe.
You got 10.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get a spear, a shield. I think that's 8, and then
If you want a sling for either of those
sandbag.
items, it's 10.
sorry, what?
Do you want a sling for your spear and shield?
No.
No?
Nope.
So you have to carry this at all times.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you want?
And then sandbags and mortar.
Sandbags and mortar. I don't think you can afford it with 2 coppers.
It's 1 copper for 10 mortar and 1 copper for, I think it's the 10 or, I don't know, I have to take a look. I just looked at them, but they're like 1 copper each. Let's see.
Okay. So sandbags. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. 10 each one weighing 30 pounds. So.
Let's see. Sandbags. Okay. Yeah, and we've got a card to put them on, so yeah.
Yeah.
I figure we can mix mortar into the sand to make it more like concrete. And then we can just throw them in front of that crack in the wall if we're lucky.
Okay. Yep. So the sand is pretty much free. It's the sacks you're paying for. Let's see. Sandbags. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Cover. Your character. So you're loading this onto the cart? Because you can't carry this yourself.
Yeah, the sandbags and the mortar. Yeah, I'd like to mix them to make them into like concrete, basically, so they're ready to go when we get there. By the time we get there,
You're gonna
and then I'm done.
mix concrete into your sandbags immediately, or mortar?
Yeah, mortar in with the sand so that it's ready to go when we get there. We'll just toss them on, you know.
Okay. So if you do that, of course, it might solidify while on the way there, right? And then maybe it won't even fit, right? Maybe like bricks, almost.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to make, bricks.
Okay, very well. So mortar to sandbags then. And let's see. That's your last 2 coppers. What's your character's name?
How about SULTAI? SULTAI.
Sultai. SULTI? TAI?
TAI.
Okay.
TAI, yeah, SULTAI. Thank you. I'm done.
Alright. Remind me to load it on the carts, otherwise you don't. Right now it's just sitting at your feet because you can't carry 300 pounds. Let's see. Alright.
Going in Schwanz's group. Schwanz second.
Yep, we loaded onto SCHWANZ's cart. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even ready then, or he's not even in the roster yet, so you're gonna wait and remind me later. I said remind me later, right? Or remind me, because
Yeah.
right, we haven't gone over his stuff yet, so.
So,
Alright, Ethan.
Character. Roll my character. He's gonna be a fighter. I rolled all his stuff. I can find where I rolled it. Yeah, so it's a 10, 11, 14, 9, 10. With 6 hit points, 15 power. And I was gonna make him the heir of FIGBERD beside me.
If you got background sound, just mute yourself.
Last I looked, FIGBERD had XP, a single XP, so FIGBERD decided to have a single XP, so extra 10 copper.
Alright, just a moment. What's your new character's name?
It's gonna be FIGBERD.
Alright, what was your money roll?
It was 15, but since FIGBERD had 1 XP, it should be 25. Yeah. Well, what I am going to buy, I'm gonna buy.
What'd you roll for hit points?
Oh, hit points, I will say. Yeah, 'cause
What class did you pick?
Fighter.
Okay, what gear do you want?
Alright, we'll get a Gambleson, a heavy shield.
Do you want a sling for your shield? Okay.
Sure.
Or do you want to just carry it?
I want to get. Have a sling. I should have enough money. I want to buy a what was it called? A warhammer.
With a holster?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Holster.
Alright, you got 8.
8 left. That should leave. I am going to buy a sling.
Touch and stones? Alright, anything else?
Leaves me with 6. I am going to buy a. Make my gambles heavy as I. Let's
Yeah.
get my math on that.
Anything else?
And that's it. Yeah. Oh shit.
Alright. Knight. Are you playing as ALPHARIS or someone else?
Yes, sir. I want to play as ALPHARIS, 100%, and I rolled for my retainer too.
Alright, we're gonna work on ALPHARIS first, and then we can work on your retainer after.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so as ALPHARIS, do you have any preparation?
No, I'm good actually.
Good to go.
I would like to buy one torch. That's only it.
A set of torches. Do you want a tinderbox too?
Yes, I will get it in the box too.
And then what kind of bag do you want for it?
And a small patch if possible.
A pouch? They can't fit in a pouch. You mean a knapsack or
Oh.
a satchel?
Yeah, like yeah, the knapsack, the one. It's like the one that is like cheap.
Good to go.
That one. Alright.
Yes, knapsack is just a sack, but with a drawstring, so you can wear it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Alright, for your new character, his ability scores. You rolled it already, right?
Yes, I did indeed. I will read out for you.
Thank you.
The strength is 9. Intelligence 13. Wisdom 8. Dexterity 16. Constitution 9. And Charisma 13.
Alright, what class do you want?
Can I go a fighter? Or can I go mage? Which one do you like prefer? Like, do you recommend to me? A
I
fighter
recommend-
or like a mage?
Magic user due to high intelligence or thief due to high dexterity?
Mm-hmm. I'll go a magic user. Sir.
Okay, good to go. Let's see.
And the name, I will name him. Oh, okay.
You want to name him
I
now?
will name him Jackson.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Hit points. 1d8. What'd you get?
1d8. Okay, one sec. Roll 1d8. 5.
Alright, money roll. 3d6.
For money, I got 9.
Okay. What armor and
I
weapons do you
will
want?
get a.
Oh wait, you need a
Yes,
spellbook, right?
Yeah.
What spells do you want?
I want sleep and light.
Okay, if you're gonna pick, you can only pick one.
Okay, sleep.
I'm just gonna let you know. Everyone knows what Dungeon Master spells I usually pick for them. So your options again are 2 random spells, in case you don't remember, but it's always gonna be 2 random spells, or 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells, or one of your choice. So what would you prefer?
I will go for Dungeon Master in that case. Dungeon Master recommendation.
In that case, you get sleep and read magic.
And for 9 copper, I don't think so I can get any sorts of armor, can I?
You have 6 coppers left to buy the spellbook. You can get a gambeson or a shield or upgrade your helmet. It costs 5 coppers.
Oh, fuck. I will get a shield. Yeah, I will
you
get
sure?
a shield. Yes. Well, do I have a spellbook, right, already?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you want the shield to be
So,
slow so you can wear it?
Yeah. How much are your main?
Alright.
Which means?
You've got 0 left. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yep, you're good to go.
Alright.
Do you want to buy more gear as ALPHARIS?
Can I? Yeah, I will buy him like a spear and a gambeson from my bank money.
Okay. As long as spear, heavy gambeson or normal gambeson?
A normal gambeson.
Okay.
And a spear and a dagger.
And a dagger?
Yes, sir.
4, 4, and 5. So 13. With tax, it's 15.
15.
So
Alright.
41 left.
Mhm. That's it.
Alright, good. Let's see. Yev, it's your turn. You gotta play as YVLON or someone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a new character first and play as it.
Okay, good to go. Did you already roll?
Yeah,
Good job. What did you get?
a fighter with 6 health and 5 money.
Ability scores?
9 strength, 12, 10, 15, 12, 10.
You said fighter?
Yeah,
Hit 6 hit points.
yeah. That's
Money?
12 constitution, add 1.
No, 13.
Alright.
What did you get for money?
5.
Alright, starting gear, what do you want? Spear?
Wait, let me check armors.
All the light armors are 5 coppers at the very least.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bank to buy him more armor.
So are you playing as this guy or are you playing as YVLON?
No, I'm gonna play as this new character. Can
So he has nothing in
Can
the
that
bank then
be-
if you're playing as this character, right? Because if you want to access
Oh.
YVLON's bank, you have to play as YVLON, right?
Oh, alright. I guess I play as YVLON.
Okay.
I give him a shield and the gambeson.
Yeah, I go.
Heavy shield and a heavy gambeson.
You're buying this for him?
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heavy shield and heavy gambeson. Okay, we'll use the 11 here for the heavy shield.
And he buys
Heavy gambeson, you said?
a slang spear with his 5 coppers.
Right.
And how many coppers left?
4.
What?
1 copper.
Oh, alright. Can I buy torches, I guess?
From your banked funds? Okay. Torches and tinderbox in a
No.
bag?
No, torches only. Torches
Oh,
only.
just... Okay, with his 1 copper? Where are you gonna put it? How
I
is he
guess I buy. Yeah, I buy something to put torches in, like the storage. I just buy that with 1 copper.
Okay, so no torches then? Right, knapsack instead.
Knapsack.
Yep, anytime we buy armor, or sorry, not armor, equipment or supplies, we need to buy bags first, right, to carry it.
Yeah.
So we only have 2 hands.
Now, YVLON will have, I guess, 3 retainers. Can that be possible?
You're gonna hire another character?
Yeah.
Which one?
Can I have 3? RELC, SHORTHILT, and this new guy named MERSHA. MERSHA.
MERSHA, right? MERSHA.
No E. MERSHA only.
No E? How would that work?
Yeah. MERSHA, that's the name.
I don't know if that would be correct spelling. MERSHA? It would be like MERSHA. Without, if you want MERSHA, you have to put a U or E, I think.
Alright.
right? Otherwise it'd be MERSHA, like Mr. Shah or
Yeah.
something. So U or E for the spelling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just add an E, I guess.
Yeah, we're just gonna, you know how I do things here. If it doesn't spell or sound, if it's not, if it isn't spelled correctly, I'm not gonna pronounce it correctly, right? So, or at least spelled close enough to what it should sound like, right? So if you spelled out the name John by using B-O-B, Bob, I'm not gonna say Bob is John, right? For example. So
Yeah. Now, I guess YVLON buys more torches. And one smoke bomb and one shrapnel grenade.
torches, smoke bomb, shrapnel grenade, tinderbox,
Yeah, that's
or no tinderbox.
yeah. Yeah. YVLON already has a tinderbox.
Okay, so just more torches, shrapnel grenade, and smoke bomb. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 10 torches now. You have one more shrapnel grenade, and you have a smoke bomb now. And you'll need an extra pouch to carry these explosives.
Alright.
Total price is, let's see, 15, 16, and 17. Taxed by 2, so 19 coppers. So you got to pay an extra 8 there. So 292 remains in the bank. Alright. To hire on RELC, yes, you have to negotiate his rehire, right? There's a chance he quits on you, doesn't continue working for you. He accepts. Okay. And who else did you want to hire?
SHORTHILT and MERSHA.
Okay. MERSHA, because he's new, it's an automatic hire. But SHORTHILT, on the other hand, we'll see if he's willing to come back and work for you again. Let's see. Right. Oh, wrong character. Okay. He accepts. Alright. So when it comes to RELC's preparations, do you have any preferences on what he prepares?
Yeah. Give him a heavy slang shield.
Okay.
And that's all.
Alright, and then SHORTHILT, he was able to recover for 1 copper, right? Because it's a day of rest, 24 hours, so he had to pay for food. So he's at 10 coppers.
Yeah.
And he healed completely, I think. Yeah, 2 hit points, plus 1 constitution bonus. So,
Yeah. She's staying as is.
okay, nothing to prepare. Good to go. Alright, last but not least, Idol, are you joining in today?
If you like.
You forgot about me,
I forgot about who?
honestly.
Did I? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, sorry. What character do you want to play as?
SCHWANZ, and I rolled up a new character to bring as well.
Alright, so for SCHWANZ, what preparations do you have?
I need to buy a shield. Heavy shield.
Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, assuming you want it to be slung, it's gonna cost 11 coppers, right? Let's see, where's your money at? You've got 0 on your person and 4 in the bank. Is this the right character, SCHWANZ?
Oh. SCHWANZ the second? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oh, he's fucked.
Do you want to sell
I guess
something?
I don't need a shield then.
Okay. Also, yeah, you want to load up the handcart with 300 pounds of sand?
Sandbag.
Okay.
Handbags, yeah.
Let me make sure the handcart can actually carry all that weight. So,
I got a Sumter.
yeah, they cannot carry 300 pounds easily, right? So, but still, or especially if you're gonna ride it, carts will help because
Wait,
they've
what
got
do I-
wheels. So, let's see. The capacity of the cart is 2,500. Oh,
Okay.
you have a hand cart, right? So,
Yeah.
1,000 pounds is the capacity. So yeah, you're good. Should fit.
Um,
On top of the
Okay.
other gear you've got in there, which is about maybe 50 pounds of gear at most, maybe about 25. Let's see. So the sandbags, the mortared sandbags, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Hand carts, mortared, sandbags. Alright, so because you've mixed mortar into the sandbags, they'll probably just become 30-pound bricks eventually, right? Sand bricks, I guess. Let's see. We'll just note it now then. Sand bricks. 10. Okay. Anything else for SCHWANZ?
No, that'll be it for SHWANZ.
Alright, good. Thank you. And then for your new character,
Yeah.
ability scores, what'd you get?
You got 10, 10, 11, 13, 10, 13.
You said the last three was 10, 13, 11?
No. The last three were 13,
13, 10, 13. Okay. Okay. What class?
Fighter. I already rolled up the health.
Points. What'd you get?
There's 7 on health and 15 coin.
Alright. What gear do you want?
Spear and a shield and gamison.
Alright, that's everything. What name?
Random.
Good to go. You've got SHALBROSE.
Okay. SHALBROSE, right?
Alright. And this is your newest guy. Alright, Idol, are you playing as Bethany?
Definitely died.
Alright,
Yeah.
are you playing as your heir?
Sure.
Good to go. Okay, so go ahead and roll ability scores if you want in the dice rolls. / roll space 6 space 36. Otherwise I can roll on the table.
Is it, you said it's /R?
/ roll space 6 space 36. I'm not sure if R works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Looks like it worked that time.
Nice.
That's like a 3. That's a falafel character.
Yeah, quite. It certainly is. You'll be fine.
Who did that? Oh, Alfred did that one. Okay.
Alright,
Yeah, I guess I'm playing a thief.
looks like it. 1d4 for hit points, 36 for money.
One hit point.
Tough. You get +1 bonus at least. 36 for
2
money.
points.
Good job. 14.
Why do I get a +1 bonus? For
Constitution. Yeah. Alright. I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to name this one the Heir of Bethany if you don't think this one has potential, right? Because if this one just dies, it's kind of a waste. Do you want? If you name it the Heir, of course, you get to inherit all of this money, possibly the home, right, that Bethany owns, and then of course all that banked funds. So do you want this to be the Heir of Bethany, or do you want to wait for another character to be the Heir of Bethany, or see if this one survives first?
If this one doesn't survive, and can I make the next character also the Heir of Bethany, or
No, it would be the Heir of this character. So you'll. It's just that you'll lose out on some funds, right? So if this one just straight up dies,
Okay.
you know, and then you transfer the banked money again a second time, you would lose out on 10% again, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, because you're gonna lose 10% immediately,
yeah.
right? So if this one just
Heir,
dies, it might be a
yeah,
waste.
I won't make this one the heir. I'll name her Demiana, Demeana.
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 Ana.
So it's like Demeter.
Yeah, Demeana.
Demeter, the first four letters
Demiana.
of Demeter, and then Anna.
Okay,
Demiana, yeah.
Demiana.
So she's Miss Demeana.
Sure.
Heir of Felonia.
Oh, she's gonna be Heir of Felonia?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
I'm just...
Good to go. Alright, so we'll just put this sheet away then. Because she's
Oh,
not...
don't I need to buy stuff?
Yeah, I'm just putting your old character sheet away, Bethany's character sheet away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so 14 coppers. First thing,
Big place, I hope.
lockpicks, stone pole.
Yeah, lockpick and sling pole and a sling.
Good to go.
Am I out of funds at that point?
Let's see. Sling, pouch. Stones. Alright, it looks like you spent 7 just now, so you've got 7 left.
Alright, how much is a sword?
Short sword is 6 total with the sheath. A sword itself is 7, but with the scabbard it's 8.
Alright, short sword. And that will do it.
You don't want to spend these
Alright,
last 2?
how much is it?
Or this
Oh,
last
still
one,
have
I
two
mean.
left?
You got 1 left.
Yeah, I have one left. What kind of bag can I get with the one?
Knapsack or pouch.
Do I already have a pouch?
You do, for your stones.
I guess I'll get a knapsack.
Good to go.
So, guys, we need to secure that territory. Does anyone have money to hire guards?
Alright,
Or
so,
was it put that-
did I miss anyone
Hold
for
up.
game preparation?
we might need to prepare
me.
some
Alright,
guards.
good to go. So, you need more preparation, SB?
Anyone? Yeah.
No,
I'm trying
it's
to-
not. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to prep.
Oh, okay. You prep first. Yeah.
Alright. You're playing as Alfred?
Yes.
Okay, what do you need to prepare?
For Alfred, I don't need anything, but I did roll up a retainer for him.
Okay. Scores, what'd you get?
I got. Let me see here. It was 14, 13, 8, 10, 7, 8.
Alright, in what class?
Fighter.
Okay, hit points.
Hit points, I rolled 6, but I think he has a -1 penalty, so it's gonna be 5.
Alright, thank you. And then money?
And 9 copper pieces.
Alright, and starting gear. Any preference?
No.
Alright, slung spear. And, let's see. That would be 5 coppers left, so we'll do Gambison. Okay. What name do you want?
Perfect. We will name him, Frederick.
Do you already have a Frederick?
Oh, do I? Okay.
Do
We'll
you have
name
one?
him
Oh,
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Alright, this is your first Samuel, right?
And then, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna see if the other retainer with the heavy shield will join us as well, so I can, because I need that heavy shield back from him.
What's his name?
Shit, what was his name? Let me see, character records.
Is it Charles?
Yeah, it's Charles. There you go, Charles.
Alright, let me see if he accepts to rejoin the crew. He declined. He's not
Oh,
showing
that
up.
bitch. I'll get that heavy shield back from him later. Okay, that's fine. That's all I need for prep.
Alright, good to go.
And then I just have a little bit more prep. Sorry.
Alright, SB, what do you need to do?
Okay, so I need to bring a fighter, like a retainer or something, whatever they're called. And then in addition to that,
Well, you already rolled a character
I'm
for the day, right?
well, I didn't have a character, so I needed to have a character. Yeah.
You made SULTAI just now, didn't you?
Yeah, he's my only character. Yeah.
Yeah, is he a fighter?
So I should
Or
be
what
able
class
to,
was he?
he's a fighter. Yeah. The only character I have that's alive right now is SULTAI.
Yeah, then that's the only
So I
character
need
you've
to-
got. You only get one character per game.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
then,
survive,
your
you get a
character
bonus
survives,
character.
he gets
If you
rolled down
die,
one.
you get a new character.
Sure,
That's it.
sure. That,
You don't get
that
two
makes
characters.
sense,
You don't
yeah.
get rewarded for dying. So, let's see.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, then the other thing I need to say is we need, because we're trying to secure this territory from the kobolds. That's part of why we got this brick and mortar here. So we need anyone with a little bit of money just to hire some guards for just a couple days, like 2 days, right? Just to keep that area once we get it, because we want to try and take over this area.
I would, but the cost of the guard is 1% of their cost plus the cost of
Well, just
You know,
ask
one
the
copper
GMs
piece a
how
day.
much
Your
it costs,
characters
'cause I
can
don't
be
know
the
how
guards
much
as
it
well, by the way, in between adventures.
Oh, okay, well, that's better then, because we're poor, or at least I'm poor, so. Okay.
Yeah, literally, that's what a base camp is for, right? So you would send people in on shifts to guard positions, but then everyone else would be resting at base camp nearby.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, let's see.
Honestly, you have the pickaxe right in your cart.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the same cobalt place with the little entryway that we're gonna break down, right? All right, bet.
I also have an axe, like a normal wood axe.
Cool. Yeah, we need to get wood. All right, perfect. We're set then.
Okay, so let's see. I think that's all preparation then, right? So take a 5-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. When you get back, we'll start playing.
All right, so
Who's leading the group?
I'm leading.
Okay. Yeah, that way we don't have confusion like last time.
Oh
Yeah. I'm leading. I have a plan. So I
Okay, let's
posted
hear
an
it.
image. I posted an image earlier. Well, so I made a small little drawing of how. So do we have 4 people with shields?
I do have
Yeah.
shields.
I have 3 people with shield. I'm controlling 4 characters.
We
I have
got
a shield. I would like to be in the front. So we talked about previously that
Yeah.
my character
I-
would be able to run in there once we get the mortar and everything gone.
So we need 4 shields. That's what we need. We have 4
Oh,
shields.
first of all, guys, where are we going, gang? Where are we going?
North Kobold Cave, we're sealing that entrance so that we
Yeah,
can.
we're gonna
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
what we
seal
got.
Calling you now
It's
to make my kind of anglerfish character that I've been wanting to make is the light spell, and that's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can
you
buy
need
that
Are you a
shit.
cleric? Are you a cleric?
Yeah.
No, I'm elf.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we
you
can-
cannot.
Oh, you can cast spells. You can only
I
cast.
was going
regular
for anglerfish
Come on.
kinda meets like fairy fae kind of character.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
very
is
obsessed
um,
with Poppy.
Ethan.
do that.
So Ethan. So we need to figure out our strategy. This isn't time to shoot the breeze. We need to figure out our strategy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I was saying, so we need four shoots. Because I listed it in my thing. Once we are able to push in, there are traps in that room, so we're going to need someone
Yeah.
we have pole. All right, we have a pole. Right?
I have a pole in my cart, yeah.
Okay, we're going to need someone with a pole to be behind. Because this is going to be a little complicated because there are traps. There's going to be a lot of traps up here. We need to clear them. Or actually, I have an idea.
I already said that I'd be willing to run in. So any traps that I run over will go off for that.
Oh, I
You'll have a round potential to throw a grenade after I suffer any attacks if there are any. If I don't die, trigger trap first. So.
We don't need people to run in. We need strategists. Running in is just going to get pointlessly killed when we can potentially keep you alive. You also have 2 hit points, not 1, because you have bonus.
Oh yeah.
So you can survive a hit or 2 if you're lucky. But it's going to be trapped, so we're going to need our thief to go ahead and clear them out.
Who is a thief?
SB.
I don't.
Idle
Okay.
thief.
Oh yeah, and Ethan.
I'm a fighter.
Oh yeah.
So what's the plan for sealing off that crack? Are we gonna try and have someone pickaxe? Because if that looks dangerous, we could just toss stones in front of the crack and we'll be call it a day, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my fighter because he has a good amount of hit points. I'm gonna have him get the pickaxe and start hacking away at it.
What's your hit points?
He has 5 hit points.
I have 7.
Okay. Oh, you want to do it then?
How about the sun?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. How does healing work? Because I have for my cleric I have 6 hit points, but right now I'm down to 3. How does healing work?
You
heal, I think,
You touch.
most heal 1d6 every day.
You can spend money. You can spend money to heal.
D3.
You spend
No,
money every day, or are you what?
No, you don't spend money to heal.
You can spend money to heal faster.
Yeah, if you heal faster, but I mean I'm a broke bitch right now.
So
Yes.
a question. Did you how many days has it been last to play your character?
How many sessions have you guys had between yesterday and today?
Like 3 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're fully
I think
healed.
3 days.
Okay.
You're fully healed.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna be feeling the cracks. I'm gonna cast darkness.
Okay. I do want to confirm. I do want to confirm with the DM though that I am fully healed. You know, because the last time a player, I gave a player advice, and then the DM was like, "Oh no, he's you know."
Alright.
Yeah, ask the DM. DM's rule is law. So.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
you break yourself over. As for healing, you heal D3 per 24 hours of rest. So, in that hour or that 24 hours, you gotta pay 1 copper to supply your character food. Healing requires shelter, like a place to rest, right, which is pretty much free.
Yeah.
But food is not free, right? So your characters,
Yeah.
of course, working between adventures to maintain their, to maintain themselves and feed themselves. However, if you cannot feed yourself because you've got to heal, you've got to pay money to heal. Then, right? It costs 1 copper. Unless you had rations, right? 3 rations already set up, but you did not. So
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have rations.
you get to heal 1d3 plus 1 hit points. The plus 1 came from your Constitution bonus. So
Yeah.
1d3. Let's say you rolled it and you got 2 plus 1 max hits. All right, you're at 6. Okay, so your break is over, ladies and gentlemen. Though, so let's get started here. So, for those who don't remember how to play, right, the game starts out, of course, with the Dungeon Master scrum to you the situation you're in. Last we left off, our crew was at the north base camp of the Kobold Caves, which we continued to lose expeditions to, right? Recent reports have come through. We brought in 1 wounded character the other day, a dwarf who just barely made it out, right? He was concussed pretty hard. He had his head bashed in by a spiked club, so he's in the He's in the medical bay, I guess, in the small base camp we've got here. But the cave entrance was lost. The dwarves had to abandon their post. At that point, the kobolds have moved out into the hills. The entire north side of the plains has been lost, right? So we have fallen back, and not just that, but the north side is now, of course, some no man's land or enemy territory now as well. You guys are reinforcements arriving at the scene, right? So we're at North Base Camp, but they have reported that enemies are out in the open at this point. So if you were to venture anywhere besides, of course, or anywhere basically beyond the base camp of this area, there is a risk of encountering kobolds now in the grasslands and these grassy hills, right? So we are reinforcements arriving on the scene. Fortunately, we are reinforcements that weren't killed on the way here. So, okay. So your crew is at the north base camp of the Kobold Caves, and we are considered to be surrounded. Enemies to the east, north, west, south, right? Friendlies are to the south, right? So if we can get past potential enemy lines to the south of us, right, between us and our friendlies, we can of course regroup and take on other ideas and plans. But at the very moment, the task is at hand to clear out the kobolds from the grasslands, but more so to cut them off again, to retake the entrance, right? So if we don't retake the north cave, then of course they'll just continue to spawn out of there, right, and spread out throughout the grasslands, right, take new positions. So due to yesterday's failure, there was a major loss. The enemies have taken the northern fields again. So our friendly lines are now the western side and the eastern side of the caverns. But the north side is cut off now, right? Somewhat cut off. It's enemy territory.
Okay. Let's take back North Cave then.
Alright, so yeah, that's the plan. The dwarves have to garrison, of course, the camp. They can't go anywhere else. But your crew is here to, of course, maybe assault the cave entrance and retake it, right? So. Okay, anyone have a different plan or want to try something differently?
I have a question. How many bank cappers do I have?
How many what?
YVLON.
What's your question?
Oh, never
You want to know
mind.
how much money they have?
Oh, banked
Yeah,
coppers.
never mind. I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down to kill kobolds. Fuck it, you know? That's what we're here to do.
Alright then.
And we have tons of fight space, so.
Let's equip our crew. We're at the base camp. Let's see. Somewhere out here.
Alright, so.
Take us in.
We have
Ethan.
ALPHARIS today, and we
Yeah.
have... Who else? We'll just go down the list. So, SOMNIFEROUS, the elf, a new token required. Right. What would you like to equip, Solar? Do you want to use your spear or nothing?
Flora had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, very well. We'll come back to them.
Yep.
Her. SOMNIFEROUS. Okay.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. What's up?
It's all good. It's your turn. What would you like to equip? Your spear or nothing? And then what spell do you want to memorize?
I want to memorize sleep.
Good to go. And then you're just gonna equip your spear for now. In your hands.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just we're preparing our tokens right now for a small scale map. Let's see. We've got ALPHARIS in the field, but it's not your turn yet. We'll just go down the list. For SULTAI, let's see your new fighter token. What do you want to use? Shield and spear, or just spear or something else?
Shield and spear, please.
Good to go.
And may the gods be with us.
Alright. FIGBERD, third, F1, new token, right? Do you want to use your shield and sling, or shield and hammer, or something else?
Shield and hammer.
Good to go. Alright. Next is ALPHARIS. Shield and spear or something else?
Yes, sir.
Good to
Shield
go.
and spear.
Thank you. Jackson, for your retainer, do you have a preference? Otherwise,
Yes,
he's
sir.
gonna do shield and spear.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna memorize his spell.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Sleep. Good to go.
Yeah. And I want him to hold his shield without his spear because I want him to cast a spell ready.
Sounds good.
So.
Okay, and then YVLON.
Yeah, my character will have a shield and smoke bomb.
Okay.
RELC will have a shield and
Bear in mind, the smoke
grenade.
bomb requires a light source or a flame to light, right? So.
Yeah.
Your retainer MERSHA, you said he's gonna prepare his shield and spear, or something else.
Yeah. MERSHA will have a shield and torch.
Shield and torch. Whose torch? Your torch?
Yeah, my torch.
Okay. One of yours. Okay. MERSHA. F1. Shield. Heavy shield.
SHORTHILT will have 2 torches.
Alright, just a moment. There he is. Okay, so SHORTHILT, you said 2 torches for him? Nothing else equipped, right? Let's see.
Yeah, RELC will have yeah.
Okay, what about RELC?
Shield and a shrapnel grenade.
Actually, do we already have one for him? Let's see. RELC, there he is. Okay. And next is SCHWANZ. Right, SCHWANZ the second.
Yep.
What do you want to prepare?
I put my longbow and knocking arrow.
Good to go. And for your retainer, SHALBROSE, any preference or orders?
And shield.
Is it spear and shield? Okay.
Yep.
We'll be fighting in 3 fronts. Just reminding.
A lot of people.
Alright. DEMEANA? Or yeah. DEMEANA, do you want to use your sword? Or sling? Or both? Or something else?
I want to have my sling dangling from my wrist and equip my pole in both hands and do tricks on it like a pole dancer.
So pole and sling?
Yo, what?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sling and pole.
Good to go. Alright. Oh shoot. ALFRED?
I will equip the Arbalisk, and then I will tell Samuel to equip his spear.
Samuel's the new one, right? Yeah. Alright, so we've got kind of a small army.
fucking kobold caves.
The first step is to, of
Give
course,
'em-
make our way back to the caves.
Yeah.
So,
give 'em what the fuck they deserve.
I'm gonna put down the base camp real quick, just what it looks like. Doesn't consist of terribly much, but in the meantime, as I set up your base camp, I need you guys to, yeah, you guys are welcome to take a small break. Okay.
Well,
Right. So we need 3 teams. One team will be on removing the putting sandbags on the small front. One team will guard the outside in case any kobolds try to enter, and one team attacks.
Right. We do have enough people for this. Okay. So to the southwest, there's definitely going to be. First thing we need to do, we're going to send. Idol, how do you say your character's name? Dementia.
Demeana.
are you French?
No, it's Greek. It's associated with the worship of Demeter.
You're gonna go. You're going in that cave first, Paul.
Alrighty.
And you're gonna
Guys,
scout
okay.
out for.
I'm a
As
scout.
a-
Vincent
As a-
are dead.
Well, as a guy who has fought in an open battlefield, it's possible for us to get fucking jumped in the open battlefield. But if we do, guys, I would say I have fought a lot of open battlefields with like kobolds, orcs, and brute orcs.
Yeah.
Don't break the fucking formation, please. Like, if you wanna die, die on your feet. If somebody breaks the fucking formation, everyone dies. It's
Yes.
either everyone retreats or everyone dies or we win. Don't break the fucking
Really?
formation. If he gets
Wait,
jumped, just form a
no,
formation. Do it.
Wait, so this is open combat? But this was in
It's
case.
possible. It's possible for us to get to the caves and we get jumped in the open plains because the DM said it's in their hands. It's possible. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have brought pikes. We got spears now.
We have a whole bunch of spears. So basically, for the southwest side, I'm going to be leading that party. So, once our thief does all the scouting out, getting rid of all the traps in there, because there's going to be traps, there's going to be mines. So be careful. We're going to send you in just alone, so less risk for everyone. If you're fine with that.
Imagine getting put to death. That's wild.
Just going in first, alone, getting all traps out of the way.
Yeah?
So,
Not getting answers. But once the traps are cleared, we're going to have to push in. We're going to have to push in because those kobolds are going to push in onto us. Once we get them back, we start. We're going to. Okay. We're going to need 2.
yeah, who will guard
the 2 fighters in the front will push in, fight kobolds off, while the other guys in the back will fight them. But once we're able to get into the cave, the fighters on the right, technically the left, the right, are going to turn their shield towards the crack so that protect us from the rocks. Protect us from the rocks, and they're going to push towards so we can let more people in to start pushing back the kobolds.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a fine plan?
Yeah, it's good. Solar should be in the second line so he can sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe she can
Spears have to be. Yeah, spears have to be second rank.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Spears and shields have. Spears and shields have to be second rank. We're having a
say
10.
that I've never
The only
played
melee
this
I have
version
for my
of D&D,
cleric.
and I also haven't played D&D in a while. The last D&D campaign that I played in had favorites, so it wasn't super fun. Yeah, the DM had favorites.
Yeah, I
so it
promise you
wasn't
this
super
one
fun.
doesn't have any favorites. He hates us equally.
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. He has favorites. The DM's favorites are the ones that die.
So
Yeah, that's
who
true.
will?
You can buy the perks. You just need money.
I died my first game.
No.
Alright, we have 10 seconds. Any
Well,
questions?
it's very hardcore, I would say. You will see.
Dude, this
How's your first
sickness
game?
is kicking my ass. I might not even make it through the full session before, like, I might have to tap out. I already feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap out.
You okay? You don't have COVID or anything, do you?
No, I just keep vomiting. It's not super fun.
no.
I'm really drowsy.
Yeah, you don't need to take notes at all. DM will do that all for you. So
No, it's not the taking notes. It's the being aware. That's the issue.
Okay.
yeah, we're counting on you. You're the mage. You need your sleep.
Yeah, if
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
not,
I'm gonna sleep.
if you're not gonna be able to play through the entire thing, I think you should.
1 second.
This sounds rude, but like back out now because, well, if you leave mid game, your character just breaks down and causes an obstacle.
yeah. Like we're trying to retreat and your character won't retreat and we're all stuck and we all die. I mean, it's tough not to play if you can't play the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you think you can't make it through the entire game, not to be rude, but leave. But if you think you can, stay.
No, I'm like fine. It's just there will be points whenever I get really, really drowsy, and then I'll like vomit, and then I'll come back and I'll be fine.
Okay.
Right, so we've arrived at base camp, or we are at base camp, which is typically manned by only about a handful of dwarves left, right? And of course, they've got one injured, which is Roland, and of course, your company has arrived on the scene. So,
Really quickly though, I am going to take the advice and back out now because I don't feel like I am going to be able to do the entire campaign without getting super sick.
Oh, you're out?
And passing out. So I will 1000% join for like maybe next session whenever you guys have an open slot for another player. But for now, I'm way too physically ill to play.
Very well. Take care.
Alright,
See you.
I'll see you guys later though, I promise.
Alright, if you do decide to show up next time, make sure you can actually join. If you can't play the full session, just don't join at all. Right. Appreciate it. Let's see.
You lost that off.
Well, shit.
Yeah, because when you guys do that, it just wastes everyone's time, right? So I know she's new, but still. Like, if you plan to play, make sure you can play, right? Okay, so anyway, your crew is at the base camp, right? And currently, the reason why we're starting here is because it's currently not safe to leave, right? If we are to leave this position, we might even get attacked, right? So how do you want to set out then? Currently, they have pulled back the bridge, which is just a 10-foot plank of wood, that they'll just leave on their side of the camp. Let's see.
Is it midnight?
It is it can be during the day when you guys arrive on the scene. So the torchbearers, we'll just say that your lights are not lit yet, by the way. But yeah, so it's daytime, so I'll put on some light. Let's see, there should be enough light. Right, so you can see quite well right now. It's early in the morning, but enemy movement has been spotted, and it is believed by the dwarfs at least that they are preparing for an assault. Right, they are just outside. It's just flat ground all around, for the most part. We are on a slightly elevated position. They're in the trenches right now. The lines represent a change in elevation, the dotted lines. So those are trenches surrounding, of course, it's a trench surrounding the small camp, right? And then of course the small camp, I would say, is reinforced by, I would say, yeah, they don't have much to defend it. It's just we got tents, we got trenches, and protecting the tent is just maybe a small wooden wall, right? So I'll mark that too.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. So the wall is not too large, maybe about 5 feet tall, right? That they've or wooden fence more so, right? That they've built out here as barricades, wooden barricades. So let's see, but it's nothing too crazy. It's not a super defendable position. It was just a temporary camp for the dwarves expedition team, right? Which doesn't consist of much left, right? You're a group of human reinforcements. Some of you might be elves or dwarves, but how do you guys want to help the dwarves, right? Because at this point their plan is to withdraw from the position, give up the north plains completely, right? They've been cut off recently, so they're gonna have to escape somehow. That's the current plan, but if you guys are here to help and have the manpower to do so, we need to retake the entrance, right? That we lost yesterday.
We're here to retake the end.
So at this point, to get to the entrance, you'll have to carefully maneuver through the grasslands without being attacked, or if you are attacked, survive the attack and make it to the entrance and retake the entrance, right? That's the most direct plan. But do you guys have any other ideas or plans on how you want to move forward with this expedition? No?
Well,
If you want, you
both
can just
ways
help
we gotta
man
go
the
outside
camp.
of this place. Kobolds are not gonna attack us in the daylight, I think.
Yep.
Personally think, and if they do, they're gonna set the wooden palisades on fire. We're cooked kebab over here, bro. So, both ways, if we retreat, if you want to take it, we gotta go out.
Let's take it.
Let's just don't take it. Don't take it, fucking take it.
Okay, so you guys are ready to set out and beyond the base. They can lay the bridge across the trench, and you guys can make your way across, drag your carts and horses and such. Yeah, some of you got horses, right? And carts?
I have a horse. Yeah.
Anyone else got mounts and vehicles so I can put them on the board?
Somebody has a cart, I think. Right? We have a cart?
Yeah, on my horse.
Okay.
SCHWANZ's horse and cart. Anyone else have mounts or vehicles? If you don't say it now, then it's been left somewhere else, right? Or lost. So, if you don't report those kind of things. Alright, good to go. So the only vehicle and mount is SCHWANZ's, right? His horse and cart. Hand cart.
Damn.
Alright, you guys ready to set out into the plains and approach the cavern or something else? And then you guys can build a formation as soon as you leave the base. So, they'll lay the bridge across the trench for you. The dwarves will. Let's see. So, with the help of the dwarves, they help you guys, you know, leave their base and hopefully succeed at assaulting the enemy position. So as you guys cross over and make your way out, there is a 1 in 6 chance that the enemy have prepared an ambush right outside the base and are ready to attack. Okay, so safely you guys exit the base and are able to form up outside, figure out their formation. Let's see. Okay, the terrain is grassland, by the way, little to no elevation, so just flatlands for miles around, except toward the south where you see the grassy hills, in which the kobolds have taken, right? So that's when it's going to get dangerous. Right now it's not too dangerous because you can see everything, right? You're in the open. Literally you can see everything, right? Because you're in the plains. To the south are the grassy hills. Those are defended positions. So once you enter those valleys, you can expect to be attacked, right? Or once you enter those hills. Okay. So the crew is making their way out into the field, and they're forming up. Who wants to lead the expedition? Who wants to take to the front? SHWANZ, you said? Or no?
No.
No. FIGBERD.
FIGBERD. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
MERSHA and YVLON too.
Alright, so MERSHA and YVLON are at the front too.
form a line, I guess.
You guys want
I
columns?
would like to be. Yeah. I think columns is the best.
3 columns, 2 columns? How many columns?
3 columns.
Okay. So we have 3 columns, right? YVLON, FIGBERD, and MERSHA. And then everyone else just falls in? Or any preferences on second rank?
I'm going to be at the back.
Okay, we have preference for the rear guard. Anyone else want to have a preference? Otherwise, you're just going to fall in.
Put
I will go for the back.
Samuel and Alfred.
I will go with my retainer Jackson to the back.
Sorry, I heard someone say Samuel and Alfred, and that's it. And then I heard someone say they wanted to go to the back.
Oh.
Samuel and Alfred for second rank.
Alright, give me a name for who's going to the back.
ALPHARIS and Jackson.
ALPHARIS and Jackson.
Yeah, he's in the middle. Yep.
Thank you. And then driving the
Damn,
animal
middle
in
chunky.
carts. You cannot ride the animal. It's currently, or I suppose you could, but it'd be heavily burdened, right? It's already dragging a hand cart with a decent amount of weight on there. Let's see. So who wants to? Oh yeah, that's SCHWANZ, right? So SCHWANZ, you're guys gonna pull your horse forward.
Yeah, my
The horse
routine.
is
RELC will
in the
guard.
back.
RELC will guard the.
Do we want to put the
horse.
horse in the center of your formation, where it's more safe?
Yes. Put it
Or do you
in
want to keep it at the
center,
rear?
yeah.
Okay, put it in the center, yeah.
Slightly widen it.
Alright, is this good enough? You guys okay with this formation? We're headed
Yep.
south. Okay.
Yep.
Kill the fucking kobolds. Take back knowledge.
Okay, you begin your march to the south. So we can move this out of the way for now. Let's see. Oh. Alright, so
My cleric spells is the same as before. Just wanna share.
sure. You're marching through the plains. You've
So-
got your spells memorized. Sure.
Yeah, may I ask?
Do we need to go over the specifics, or you have a question? What's up?
Yes. So for the guys who were holding torches, can they have their weapons out for now? And when we get someone else who died.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, it's night. Oh wait, we're having the night. He's back.
So
Yeah,
the
the guys
torchbearers, they'll set their torches to the side. Yeah, they'll just pass the torches back to the cart and prepare weapons instead.
Yeah, and
Because
the grenadiers too.
So all torchers, or
Well,
all
I-
torchbearers are putting their torches away? Every single torch?
we're
No,
not
I
at
will
the
keep mine.
engine-
Okay, so
because we're not at the engine yet.
Put
Kind
in
of
the
focus
knapsack.
on home.
Alright.
Okay.
So we need more time to prepare. Very well. MERSHA, are you putting your torch away? Or is MERSHA putting his
Yeah.
torch away?
Mersha has a knapsack, yeah.
Okay, so what is he gonna use instead?
A spear.
Okay. Is SHORTHILT putting his torches away too?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the card.
And then what is he using instead?
Spear. Spear.
Alright. That's all. Those are all the changes. Charles, is he putting his torch away too and preparing something else? Who's Charles's master?
Alpha.
Very well.
Charles, no, I don't think Charles came. Charles refused,
You
remember?
refused? Okay. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Samuel should be with me.
Oh yeah.
Alright, very well. So, we've got the crew moving southward. As we move through the plains, right? There's a 1 in 6 chance we spot any movement out here. Very low chance, but there's a chance. On our way to the hills. And then now we're at the hills. Are you guys ready to move through the hills? And if so, do you want to move over and through the valley? I mean, over and through the hills, or do you want to stay in the valley and move kind of between the hills? Naturally, if you move over the hills, it'll be a lot quicker maybe, because you'll just go directly south and not through the twisting and winding valleys. However, you will have high ground, but then you will also be able to spot it from a distance, right? If you stick to the valley, at all times you will have the low ground. However, you have cover and concealment on the way there, right? So how do you guys want to approach?
The thing is, if we go in the valley, to ambush us, we're fucked. So, if you guys are fine with it,
I agree.
I say we go over hills.
I agree, yeah.
Agree.
Oh, agree too.
Alright, move over the hills. Very well.
We're going over hills.
So, naturally, it's not all hills. So every now and then you would have to go down a hill, cross a valley, and over the next hill. Does that make sense? So you'll move hill to hill, basically. Yep. So you'd move hill to hill, right, southward. You'd move up a hill from the north side, moving south over the hill. And then as you get to the top, you would carefully make your way down into the valley, and then quickly make your way to the next hill, so you could begin the ascent again on the way south to the northern cave, right? Right. So that is our movement and maneuver as we explore, or not explore, but march and move southward. And we are on guard, of course. And we are observing for any monsters. We are not mapping. If you map, you'll move very slow, right, through these hills. We're just gonna advance our troop through the hills. And there is a 1 in 6 chance we don't encounter an enemy position in the hills. Alright, our first encounter. Distance is, our position is to the, they did not, okay, let's see. So, are we surprised first? Yes. Are they surprised? Yes. So we passed their position, and we don't realize we've passed it until we came across tracks leading back the way we came. So, they are fresh tracks, and they're headed to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's fresh tracks headed to the southwest. Okay, so you came across old tracks, maybe, right? No, fresh tracks, and you see, like, in the tracks, some of them go northeast and some of them go back southwest. So you can't tell exactly which ones are more recent, though. But out here in the dirt and the dust, right? Your crew spots, of course, the enemy tracks. Again, they lead to a southwestern position in the hills. Do you guys want to try to meet them head on to the southwest, or just continue to the cave?
Let's continue.
I mean,
so we know enemies are to the southwest now, basically. It's the information we've gathered.
You have an objection?
And the cave is to the south, right? So that means if we continue southward, we could get flanked from the west, right? Because we already have an idea that they're to the southwest.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Continue. Alright.
Yeah, we beat them head on.
So the crew continues forward. Neither side is surprised, right? Or we're surprised, so since both sides are surprised, basically no side acts. It's just a close encounter. Basically, that's what it means when both sides roll surprised, right? So you're moving through. You don't seem to notice them at first, right? And you're moving, and you move southward. And you're observing the west, right? Since we know that they might be to it, or I suppose you're observing everywhere, right? But you have an understanding that they could be to the west. Yeah. So we're gonna see their intention if they choose to attack or not. And this is not a. This would be more so not a standard reaction check. Yeah, it would be a standard reaction check actually. Monster reaction check. So hostile, right? In that case, more than likely it's an immediate attack with penalties applied, right? You're moving through their position, that's already something. You're showing hostility by moving through their territory, so it's already a minus, like maybe one or two at the very least, the -1 to the reaction check. So they react negatively, and it's immediate attack. So you're moving through, and they attack from a position that is 20 yards, or we'll say, yeah, 20 feet out from our cruise position in the valley. So as we were passing a valley to the west, it's when they opened fire. Right, so you guys were carefully making your way through a valley and to a hill, right? Because that's our way of movement. So when we made our way down into a valley, that's when we took fire, right? So we were approaching the next hill.
Yep.
So I'll put on the map the next hill. So here's the base of the next hill you're trying to get to. We'll just use circles. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So here's the base of the next hill area you're trying to get to. And then you just left the last hill position up here. Let's see. Let's color them too. Just give some details. Yeah, just do. Alright, so when your party was moving across a valley, right, to the next hill, a hill to the west, southwest is where they attacked from. So they were behind that western hill. They attacked eastward toward us. So put them on the map. Let's see. Again, their starting position was 20 feet when they fired. They didn't fire until 20. So basically, okay, maybe these hills need to be smaller actually. So yeah.
Valley too. Okay, well, that makes sense. Both supplies. No one has the advantage, so yeah.
Yep, we'll be able to attack right back as they reveal their position. So we were moving, and they are peeking, and then we can also counter their attack, of course. So the crew is moving off a hill. So we were originally on a hill, and we're moving down the hill, right? When they attacked our front rank, so we were pushing up a hill. The front of our crew was climbing down the hill to the next hill, directly southward. So that was our plan of movement. So let's see. Yeah, we were basically just climbing down a hill just now. Someone was still on the top of the hill, of the previous hill, but 20 feet-ish to the southwest, just around another hill, is when we have contact, right, with the enemy. So, and their numbers equal. See what they got. Alright, we are okay. Alright, so per encounter, we'll do 6 to 60 then. Let's see. So this is just a patrol.
And we're lucky. Not as high as we think.
I'm glad this isn't another Berserker Valley. That was horrible.
Okay. These are unknown positions. They're not on the map yet, or not in play. But for surely, these guys are in play. So these 6 here, right? So they were, you can hear, they just arrived at the scene, so they were moving up around the hill, right? Just running together, staggered formation. Crew was making our way down, and then of course, YVLON, FIGBERD, and Samuel, the first 3 to the southwest. Here, movement to the southwest, right? So they're moving into fire, right? Moving into position. So YVLON, as you see them up here from behind the hill, right? What was your first move?
I switched my smoke bomb for a spear.
Okay, so to do that, do you want to pouch your smoke bomb and then get your spear out, or do you want to just drop the bomb and then grab a spear?
Yeah, I drop it because I can just pick it up later.
Okay, it's been dropped in the field, and you equip your spear instead. And as you're doing that, FIGBERD, you were making your way down the hill into the valley, and then suddenly contact. We hear movement to the southwest. Yeah. They arrive on the scene, right?
Yeah.
So we don't hear them, maybe we see them more than hear them. They're being quiet. So you wanna charge them or something else?
Southwest. Yeah, I'm charging them.
Okay. You yell contact to the southwest, and then you start closing the position. Are you a medium footman?
I think I'm medium. I'm either light or medium, not that heavy.
Okay, I think you're probably a medium footman. Yeah. So there's 2 types of movements, right? There's movement to hit or to attack, right? And there's just straight up sprinting, so you can just crash into them and close the distance. Your movement to contact to attack is 20 feet, but if you want to just close the distance and not attack, so just kind of crash into them instead, just full sprint into them, that's going to be a 60 feet movement. So if you want to close the distance, you would do that, but you won't be able to attack in the same round. You'll get to attack the next round. So you can just sprint into their ranks, right? Close that gap.
Yeah,
So that would be like a charge, right? So FIGBERD immediately charges the position, right? So you charge the position to the southwest. You're trying to close that distance. Samuel seems to be charging with you, right? DEMEANA, do you want to open fire or something else?
I want to look around for cover that I can take.
You would have to either move into the eastern valley or move back up the hill, right? Or something else. What would you prefer? There's no cover out here, just grassy hills. Or there's little to no cover, right?
Yeah, there's no possibility I can hide here.
You're on the downward slope of the hill that you're at. So if you want to go up the hill and take cover from the other side of the hill, you could do that, right?
Alright, I'll do that.
Or you can move to the east, kind of use it as cover, right? Just from the angle of the hill, right?
Whichever's quicker.
They're equal distance, I would say. So up it's just the difference is east of the hill you have more distance from you to them, right? And you've got like a whole wall basically covering you, right? Which is the hillside. If you go north, you've got the high ground, and then of course you can climb onto the other. You can climb down the other side of the hill, right?
I'll go to the east.
East. Okay, you have an entire hill to protect you then. So you're moving around the hill then. So as DEMEANA is moving around the hill, as YVLON is switching to his spear, as Samuel is charging, as FIGBERD is charging.
As YVLON sees them charging, he also charges. As YVLON sees them charging.
You're getting your spear out.
It's a long spear.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's a long spear, right?
Yeah, so it's ready.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. So you drop that bomb, you take up your spear in hands and start charging after them, right? So it's a full charge. So all 3 of them are closing in. And then MERSHA is a retainer, right? He sees the charge, he's gonna join the charge. And SCHWANZ, do you want to open fire from the hillside or something else?
Yes, I do want to open fire.
Okay. SULTAI, do you plan to... Is SULTAI... yeah, SULTAI is SB, right? Alright, what's your move?
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and charge in with my spear and my shield with the group that's already moving ahead. I can't see their names down there, but
good to go.
Yeah, I'm going in with...
ALFRED, do you want to open fire or something else?
I'm going to open fire.
Okay. David is going to... He's a retainer or... Yeah. He's just gonna.
No, Samuel's my retainer, but he's charging in. That's
No,
fine.
who's David's master? Is David
Who's
not with
David's
us?
master, bro?
Was David not one of the
No.
crew? Was David not in this crew?
Guys?
Did I just grab a random character accidentally?
I was gonna say, what could have been accidentally
Oh, yeah.
grab one of those dwarves.
I accidentally grabbed David.
Well, David's already here. He might as well just charge in.
No, he's not supposed to be with us.
Already here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
You're gonna do your
Relk.
job, but we're
So,
not gonna pay you.
Relk, he belongs to YVLON, so because his employer charges, he will charge too, right? So,
Yeah.
he's
Who's
charging
David?
over the hill, right, joining the battle. SHALBROSE,
Since Relk is
That's my retainer.
on the back line, can he just keep defending?
you would have to give him orders, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
are playing
never mind.
YVLON, you don't have telekinesis, so unless someone back here
Alright.
tells Relk what to do, Relk hears and sees his master charging, so he's gonna regroup with his master, right? As combat begins, right? So he
That's
kind of
nice.
charges the position. He sees his captain closing the distance. He's gonna go join him in the field.
Alright,
SHALBROSE.
thanks.
Yeah. If it's not your turn, and you can't. You're not supposed to speak. You're gonna lose your turn, right? So if you want to give your characters or retainers orders, and you already declared an action, you get no action. Let's see. SHALBROSE, what's your move?
That's my retainer, I think.
Oh yeah, that's your retainer. So he sees you firing. He's just gonna move up to defend you,
From melee. Yeah.
unless you have orders from him. So you're like preparing to fire. You don't say anything to him, so he's just gonna move up and cover you with his shield. Alright.
Yeah, that's
ALPHARIS.
basically what I'm doing.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your move?
I shout to everyone, make a formation and Jackson get to me. That's it.
Alright, Jackson's with you. Right. You're
Yes, sir.
yelling for the crew to make a formation. Do you want to take any actions as you're
Yes, sir.
yelling?
Can I move and just yell that? Because if I can move and yell that, I want to go like 5 feet to the southwest a little bit.
5
That's
feet
why
to
I
the
say
south.
Jackson onto me.
Okay,
Yeah,
5
like-
feet
yeah.
southwest. Okay. You're still on the hill.
Mhm.
You're on the
Yes, sir.
near the top of the hill right now. Jackson's with you.
Yes, sir.
SHORTHILT. He's at the rear. He hears the charge of the crew, so he's trying to rush to the front lines, right? So, with his spear. So, round one, what happens is we charge them in position. We have some of our own shooters. They have their shooters, right? We're gonna do a party initiative to see which shooters go first. So we were on the move, they were on the move, so that means we have to roll initiative. So, let's see. Initiative is... Alright, enemy position, or enemy initiative is 5, party initiative is 5, 7-10, yes. So as the enemy moved in, they halt. Our crew begins charging, and they fire after halting. And we fire right back at them, right? We halt, we fire, they fire. Their targets are our front line, our targets are them. So, if you're a shooter, longbowman, so Chance and Alfred roll to hit 1d20.
Okay, so roll to hit.
Exactly.
Can you roll for me, please?
Yeah. Some of their guys shoot a little later.
Hell yeah.
Got a hit.
Alright.
I got a 19.
During the initial charge, we have movement to contact. They don't seem to land any hits on our guys, right? Alfred, you see, got a 19. You got a hit. SCHWANZ, what did you get?
You were rolling for me.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling for you. Good to go. 12 to hit. You are a cleric, +1 for close range, -4 for their size. Elevation difference, none. They're on the hillside. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so basically, I think that might be a miss. 12. You have 13 to hit right now. But then they've got a -4 bonus because of their size. Yeah, so SCHWANZ misfired. ALFRED hit. ALFRED's gonna kill, more than likely. So, no need to roll. You definitely got to kill. Their first 3 fired and missed. Their next 3 fired and missed. And then, of course, as they fired on the position, our troop was charging them at full sprint. So while they were in the midst of slinging stones, we crashed into their ranks, right? We did a full charge. We could not attack them quite yet. Next round we'll be able to attack, right? So we use this. So we did a full charge into them, right? So in that case, let's see. Yeah.
More
Basically,
people coming down with us too.
we'll move up to. Let's see. Yeah, we'll move up to where we need to be to just at least strike them. So, did a charge maneuver, straight charge of 20 feet, and let's see. I would say, if you have a spear, you might be able to brace it with your charge. You might be able to charge it. I think. No, that's only for lances. Never mind. So. Okay, yeah. So you guys will just charge up to their position, but you would have done a dead sprint, so you would be like exhausted by the time you close the distance, right? And then after that, next round you'll have to like fully close the distance and stab them basically. So you kind of just charged up to them, as you got as close as you could, and then next round you would finish. You would close the distance and stab them, right? So you've already closed in, or did any of you want to charge into them like? Slam into them, or do you just want to close the distance? You want to run through them, FIGBERD? Okay, so you just ran through them.
I would do that. Yeah, I don't know if I can make it to him, but I'm definitely getting there as fast as my little legs can carry me.
60 feet. So you're probably not going to get there in time, but the others will. Okay, maybe we can. Just you have to do a straight charge. So. Samuel, you wanna just charge into them, right, with your spear. And YVLON, you can charge into them. So okay, let's see. FIGBERD will do the same. SULTAI. All right, I would say next round we get just by the rules, right? You'll get to start attacking them. So you definitely will close the distance, and the next round you would be able to impact them, start attacking.
Thank you.
SULTAI, you reach them too. So our whole crew just closes in on them, right? At least the melee. MERSHA ran down the hill. Just make sure it's within our distance. So our sprint distance is roughly 60, so it should be within, yeah. So our charge distance, our sprint. So.
Jesus, that's a lot of movement.
Yep. So he closed 60 feet in 10 seconds. Right, it's about 6 feet per second. Let's see. You sprinted all the way down the hill up to their position, full sprint, and then you engage into a melee next round. Let's see.
Isn't that guy also joining our melee?
SHORTHILT, yeah. He ran all the way through the valley, and as we of course maneuver around them, we see the next enemy troop on the field. Right, naturally their positions weren't known until we closed the distance. But right behind the missiles, we had another group of missiles, right? So, as our crew was moving in, we had more kobolds with slinging stones just around the hill. As they saw our sprinters charge them, they loosed stones on them. So as MERSHA and SHORTHILT and FIGBERD were on the way over, FIGBERD would have an enemy in the line of fire, so they wouldn't fire at FIGBERD. But as MERSHA and SHORTHILT sprint into the valley with their spears, they are fired upon by the next 6 here, 3 on each of them. SHORTHILT is hit twice, and during his sprints, or possibly not, let's see. So the enemy gets a +4 but -4 because he's a moving target. So neutral. Yeah, the 14 and 17 might hit for sure. Let me check his armor if he bought armor. He's got a Shorthilt's got a heavy shield and spear equipped. Actually, we'll see. He does have he does own a shield. All right. So in that case, the shield should save him. Actually, shields are very good against missiles. He had a helmet on and he had a heavy shield, so basically, the heavy shield's AC bonus would be basically 2, 4, 8 against the missiles, and the helmet would be a 2 against the missiles, so it's minus 10. So armor class is -1 against their THACO, which is 20, so they need a 20. So 17 +1 for close range, and then his armor class would subtract 1. Yeah, so due to his heavy shield, it's a miss, right? Shields are very good against missiles. So with their charge, right, they have their shields in front of them. They're just bombarded by stones, right? So Shorthilт survives due to the shield, right? And then the next 3 shots are going up against MERSHA. Yeah, missiles are super weak against, of course, against shields, right, and cover. So MERSHA survives as well. Let's see. As they were spreading in and closing the distance on these next few kobolds, right?
Fuck yeah!
So they've maneuvered properly. SHALBROSE, of course, was guarding his master. Let's see. RELC was running in, joining the front, right? So he sprinted down the hill, running up there with a heavy shield in hand and a grenade in the other, closing the distance, joining the second rank or the back lines. ALPHARIS was calling in for formation, but everyone already sprinted ahead, right? Jackson is staying with him. Then DEMEANA, she fell back to the side of the hill, right, to cover. Enemies are to the southwest. Okay. The other positions of the enemy are unknown, but these are known. These ones here. Right. So far the battle's in our favor. We have 1 kill, and we've closed the distance against missiles. It is the second round of combat now. You guys will declare your plan or course of action, and then we'll resolve it after. Shorthilт is going to begin melee against his enemy. MERSHA, melee. FIGBERD, you want a melee or something else?
Melee.
YVLON, melee or something else?
Melee.
Alright, I'm just going to assume everyone in the melee is melee now. RELC, on the other hand, we'll say that on his way over, he swapped out his grenade for a weapon. So, let's see. Let's go to RELC's sheet. I'm sure he has a place for the grenade. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, on his way over, he dropped it in the grass. And he pulled out his spear. Right. So, I guess he dropped it where the smoke bomb was. On his way. And he closed in to join the melee. Alright, from the stabbing from the back lines. Alright, SHALBROSE at this point, he's just gonna continue to defend SCHWANZ, or do you want to order him to? Did you want to order him to charge?
He's gonna defend me.
Defend you? You want to keep firing your bow into the enemy ranks? If you do, the best chance is to fire over your crew into the flank of the southernmost group, right? That way you don't have a chance to, or you have a lower chance to hit some of your own guys, right? So you would fire overhead, a volley over your troop into the further crew, right, or the further group of kobolds who are actually downhill from your position, so you're overlooking them, right, from the hillside, right, because these guys are in the valley. Okay, so all right, Arbalister, Alfred, you can do the same. Or actually, you're reloading this round.
Yeah, I'm reloading.
Okay, so as you're reloading, DEMEANA, you fell back to the side of the hill. Did you want to like just move far enough back to have it cover and then fire from there? But then from down the hill, you don't really have a line of fire, right? Let's.
Yeah, I just want to stay in cover and not attract any attention to myself.
Okay. Very well. And then ALPHARIS for this round. Do you have any actions or plans? You want to close in or something else?
I will move 2 feet again in the southwest and call on Jackson to move with me. 2 feet.
2 feet. Okay.
I want to be on the top side, yes, sir.
Okay, southwest. You're still on the side of the hill. So the inner circle is the top, and then of course the circle itself is the side, and the line itself is the base. So of these hills. All right. So we've declared our actions. We're resolving it. We're gonna start with immediate melee that has the initiative, and then after that, missiles and movement and such. So for the immediate melee, before the next round of arrows can go off and such, right? The melee goes first. So let's see. Or actually, maybe the missiles will go first. So yeah, missiles will go first. The idea is that you guys fired. No, wait, no, yeah, melee will go first. Melee's gonna go first. All right. So before the next volley, right, as you guys are in the midst of knocking arrows and launching them, the melee is already engaged and they're already slashing against the enemy lines. We'll start with short tilt. Short tilt closed in on these enemies and spears and tries to spear through 2 of them at once, right? So then at 20 definitely hits. The 8 might miss with fighting skill, but then because of their small size, that's just a 10. So he's relying on his strength. Let's see if he has enough strength. Short tilt.
High strength.
He has a high strength. Do you remember what it was? Oh, 14. So it's got an 11. So he missed by 1 point, I think. Yeah. So he stabs at the enemy, definitely hits one through the face, and barely misses the second one behind him. Right? Who also has cover bonus to against. Yeah, has a cover bonus because he's trying to go for 2. Right. So he definitely killed one. He speared through one, but the other one was safe. Right? Just barely missed him. MERSHA does the same. Spears at the enemy line. The enemy's reaction at this point, they're being speared from a distance, so they are loading stones in their slings and are backing up, and they're doing movement to fire, so they're going to have a penalized shot. So they're falling back and firing at the same time, right? So they're moving to fire. They are withdrawing and loading stones and slinging stones at MERSHA and short tilt as they're falling back. Let's see. And we are, short tilt. He stepped in, stabbed one, and then MERSHA does the same. As they're trying to fall back, MERSHA stabs through them, right? He rushes his spear through them, and he tries to skewer 2 of them just as well. Definitely got 1 hit. The other one's a miss. So we've already taken 2 down on the on that group there. FIGBERD starts smashing away with his hammer. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to hit. 1d20.
Right. Has miss.
What'd you get?
I got a 7 on the die.
Okay, so with the 7, -4 because of size, but +4 from fighting skill, in this case. And then
Yeah, and I don't have any strength bonuses.
strength. Okay, yeah, you missed. Okay. YVLON, stabbing with your spear.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Can you roll
Yeah.
for me?
Hit. And do you want to try for 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So the consequence for trying for 2 is that you automatically do half damage to both of them, right? Okay, but the second one is also harder to hit. The second one you scored 16. Your THACO bonus, or your THACO, is 17, right? So you got +2 to hit basically against THACO 19. And then, let's see. So basically,
I have high strength.
what's your strength?
15, I think, YVLON.
15. Okay. We'll double check. 16 +2 to hit. Okay. So basically, we know for sure that you would have had a -4 because of their small size. So that went to 12, but then a +2 from your fighting skill, right? Your THACO. So that's back to 14, and then plus your strength bonus. We're at 16. Yeah, that clearly hit. No other bonuses or penalties really. No other major bonuses or penalties to apply. So you'll hit for sure. Okay, that's 2 hits, and the damage is halved. So basically, for halved damage, we're gonna roll your damage that you would have dealt to them, or actually no, it's just damage for each one. So for this guy here, typically you deal 1d6 +2 due to your strength bonus, right? And then of course halved, since, or doubled, it would have been doubled because they're small, but then halved again because you went for 2 of them. So it's just a d6 +3, right? So you did 7, okay, and the other one takes. Okay, yeah, they're both dead. You have like no chance.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So they're very weak and small, right? They're 3 feet tall dogmen, so they're very easily killed if you can close the distance. Melee is one of their weaknesses if you close the distance because they're missile guys. Let's see. SULTAI, if you want, you can try to spear through 2 from up here. You can rush them, push them into each other, right? Roll to hit.
Yes, please.
2 rolls to hit.
Oh.
Roll twice, right? For each of them that you're trying to hit.
So roll 2d20.
Yep.
Second. Oh, I got a 17 and a 10.
Okay, the 17's gonna hit. The 10 might not. Yeah, the 10 missed. So Samuel will pick up your slack and hit that one, and get that kill that one. So you'd run the spear to that one. You'd run your spear to this one, and then RELC would push. After YVLON stabbed that one, RELC would step forward. These spears are 10 feet. He stabs the one on MERSHA. That's a kill too.
Oh.
Alright, so they easily are just wiped out in melee, right? And these guys were withdrawing, right? They were doing they weren't exactly in melee, but they're doing a fire and maneuver. So they were walking backwards while shooting, right? So they can move half their speed, which is 10 feet, and then fire at the same
Is
time
MERSHA
with a penalty.
done fighting? Oh yeah, it's done fighting. Nice.
Okay, so here comes the enemy firing down on our guys. 0 hits. They block with their shields. Right, nothing hits. But we've got the next wave of enemies approaching, right, from the top of the hill.
Would our range attackers shoot?
Yeah, so they would shoot. They would shoot. Yep, you're right. So as the enemy were falling back, you guys fired upon them, right, before they fell back. So they were moving and firing, and you guys were firing at them. SCHWANZ and ALFRED, give me your 2 hits. But also you notice behind the hill, on the other side of the hill, was their melee line. They were waiting for us. They were waiting to engage, right? So they start to climb over to the top of the hill and down the hill onto our troop, right? So their melee line is arriving. The melee.
I got a 12 on the dime.
So they're moving into flank basically. While SULTAI and Samuel and RELC was all busy stabbing their bowmen, the others came into flank, right, to rear end us. What'd you get to hit?
12. I don't know if I have any bonuses.
Yeah, you would have a bonus. So you're a cleric, you get a +1 for let's see, arbalist. Or that might be normal range for an arbalist. But you definitely get a +1 for high ground when they were falling back. They were at the lower height of the hill. 13. Yeah, you missed. Okay. So actually, I think you were reloading this round anyway, so you weren't supposed to fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. SCHWANZ, what did you get?
Well, let me roll.
It won't let you? I'll roll for you then.
I need to roll.
At 20.
Hold up.
Alright. Oh, go ahead and roll.
Whoa.
What'd you get?
Okay.
13? Okay, on their way out, you got a 13, and then +1 for high ground, so 14. You have to miss, because they're small and they're falling back.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, despite the flank, they are moving targets, and they are falling back, and they are small, so therefore you miss. While all that was happening, while the melee was engaged, there was a maneuver from the other side of the hill, and a whole group of kobolds came running up the hill, and in the sight of ALPHARIS and Jackson, who were just kind of standing on the other side of the hill, actually, so they can't even really see them. They can't even see them, actually, technically, right? You guys are on the northwest side of the hill. You might hear it happening, but they rush up the hill and come charging down the hill onto SULTAI, who just pulled his spear free of some kobolds. And they swarm SULTAI, right? They start piling in on him, crashing him, taking him down to the ground. It takes basically, for a man who weighs 160, a kobold who weighs 60, it would take at least 3 kobolds reasonably to have a chance to take down 1 man, and then 1 to execute. So 3 would just overwhelm him, right? Pull him.
I'm a little bit fat, so it's gonna take a little bit more than that.
Alright, so basically SULTAI, you can counter their charge though. So they came charging down, right? So they had to move first. So they were moving up, and then you were busy pulling your spear free. They were moving up the hill and then down the hill. So you're able to stab at them before they can close the distance.
I'll give you my reaction. So I'm gonna stab at one and shield bash one of them away.
You want to take 2 different actions? Okay.
Yep. So stab one with my right hand, and then shield bash one away with my left hand.
Okay, very well. So if you decide to do that, both attacks are half effective, and then of course you give up your shield's defense,
Yep.
All right. In the meantime, as Sultai's about to do that, right? That's for next round, by the way. So they couldn't close the distance this round because they wanna do a movement to attack, not just a movement. So they for this round they moved into position and they prepared to charge, right? So they moved into view and they're about to charge, right? So they haven't closed the distance yet, but they're about to, right? So let's see. Right. That should be the rest of them. So a swarm of dogmen come running up the hill and they get into position preparing to charge, right? Preparing to close and attack, close the distance and attack. And then therefore that should take us into the next round, round 3. So all they did for this round was move. They haven't attacked yet. They moved to the top of the hill basically. And Sultai, you're attacking next round because this round you were already attacking, right? So while you were attacking these guys were moving up to the top of the hill. So your attack that you declared is for next round. So all right, which is starting now. So you already declared your 3rd round action. Shorthilt. He is going to charge the fleeing enemy, it looks like, unless orders are provided by his master last round, which there were no orders last round for Shorthilt or MERSHA, so they're just going to do as they will this round, right? If you guys say orders this round, they won't hear it until next round, basically, because you're saying it throughout this round, right? So there were no orders declared. It was just blood everywhere and stabbing and thrusting, right? So they'll just continue with what they think they should do, right? Their job. Shorthilt charges the enemy to the west. MERSHA charges the enemy to the west. FIGBERD, what is your move for round 3?
FIGBERD's charging the enemy to the west.
Okay. YVLON, what is your move for round 3? We hear and we see now enemies above us at the top of the hill preparing to charge down the hill. You want to meet them head on?
I follow trying. I do melee.
Okay, yeah, RELC is running up the hill. It's an uphill battle now, right? You're running up the hill, right? Preparing to stab. Samuel's running up the hill, preparing to stab. Sultai's just going to hold his ground and start stabbing and bashing, right? So Samuel's just stepping to the side and preparing to stab and bash. With FIGBERD just pushing up to... Let's see, actually, maybe Samuel will not do that because he'll be in FIGBERD's way. So Samuel's just going to hold the line, right? Sultai's holding the line, waiting for them to close so he can stab and bash. FIGBERD, or he's turning around to stab and bash. FIGBERD's running up the hill to close and destroy. Our crew over here, SHALBROSE is just going to hold the line and do nothing and just defend SCHWANZ still. Right, and then SCHWANZ, you're going to fire your bow.
Yep.
Continue peppering them with arrows. ALFRED, you can fire this round. Let's see. You
Okay.
might need
I'll
to
go ahead and
move
roll.
to the west before you fire, right? Because you can't see them from here. You're on the east side of the hill. So we're able to see the south side,
Okay,
but then you don't have a clear line of fire from here on those guys.
that's fine. I'll move west.
All right, slightly west. You gotta move in and fire, so it's gonna penalize your shot since you're moving and firing. All right. Yeah, you will move and then you will fire, of course. But you still have to move instead of concentrate on aiming. ALPHARIS and Jackson, are you guys gonna join the melee
Yes,
now,
sir.
or just hang out on the hill still?
Question. The thing is, Master, Dungeon Master, Jackson is kinda on the top of the hill because he's next to the cart, and the cart is like on the top of the hill. So does he has a view on what's going on? Because you said that the kobolds are charging through the top of the hill
Yep.
downwards.
Yeah, he can see.
So
He can
he's
see.
seeing them.
You can see he's
So-
on the northwest side of the top of the hill, so he's kind of like got some cover, right? You can see them.
Yeah. So I will ask him and I will say, Jackson, cast sleep.
Right. You told him last round, I'll say. So you ordered him to cast sleep, and then you're just gonna defend him, right? Because he's vulnerable when he's casting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. DEMEANA, what would you like to do? You just want to hang out behind the hill still, or do you want to move and fire, or something else?
I don't.
Oh,
DEMEANA.
okay.
I do.
Very well. All right. So what happens this round is, of course, we'll start with any immediate melee, which we have some, right? As they arrive at the top of the hill, Sultai finished pulling his spear free of the enemy, turns around and slashes or thrusts his spear into the next wave of enemies charging down the hill. Sultai, roll to hit with your spear first. It's only half effective
Oh,
because
right.
you're going in for a shield bash too.
Yep. Slash roll. 1, 2, 20 for down. Hell yeah.
Okay, 16 to hit. All right. Bonuses. Do you want to do the fighting skill bonus +4 to hit?
Yep.
Okay, and then you
That
can.
should cancel out their small size, I think.
Yeah, cancels that out. So then, now it's just a normal attack. So you got 16 to hit so far against these guys. They have uphill advantage, so you got a -1 to hit because you're attacking from downhill. So you're at 15. And then, what's your strength?
I don't actually know.
Okay. You've got a 9. Okay, so you hit. And then, yeah, you stab one. Probably going to kill him anyway, because despite you doing half damage, which is 1d3 with the spear, you get double because they're small. So it's 1d6. Roll 1d6 for damage. And you already used your fighting skill for +4 to hit, so you can't get double damage again.
Okay, I got a 1.
Alright, you nicked him, most likely. Let's see if you if you got him. Yeah, this one's alive still. So you nick that guy, you intercept him with your spear, and then you try to bash one with your shield as they close the distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that case, it's close range. Your shield versus their grabs. They're moving into grab, so you've got a pretty high chance to hit. Roll a hit with your shield.
17.
Okay. And you bash one with your shield for 17. That's a hit. And the damage with the shield is 1d2. So go ahead and roll a d2. Okay. And then, of course, it's going to be double because they're small, but then half because you did you did 2-weapon fighting. So just 2 damage. Let's see if you killed him. Alright, you got the kill. You bashed one to death. Right, so that guy, you just slammed him dead with your shield, right? You bashed that one dead.
Fighting last stand.
You stabbed one, you bashed one. Then this guy crashes into you for a grapple. So he's gonna try to land his hand on you. And he gets a grab, and then he's gonna force doors you. And he fails, so he's just 60 pounds right now against you. But yeah, basically you got one grabbed on you. RELC, of course, sees him moving in, and tries to spear against 2 at once. He missed completely, I think, as they came in for the charge. Yeah, let's see what his strength is. Maybe that can save him.
Fighting bonus.
No. Yeah, even with the fighting bonus of +4 to hit, they have the small arm class bonus of -4. So those two just cancel each other out. And then, of course, that means all we're relying on is the height difference, which he has a -1. And then, of course, his strength bonus, which is none, I think. Or maybe a +1, but still not enough. So these guys here crash into RELC, so he would thrust at them. They would just close the distance and go in for a grapple, right? They would just start grabbing onto him. And they both hit easily. Only that one pretty much misses or something super low. One of them is applying double the weight, so I'll represent that with a 45-degree angle. And then they're trying to pile in on RELC right now. So let's see. Then SULTAI's got one on him. He stabbed one and kept him at bay. Samuel, of course, stabs at the one that he kept at bay, along with one behind him. First attack is a miss. Second attack is also a miss, due to already understood penalties, right? So he stabbed at them, right? Completely misses both, right? Just goes past 2 of them. YVLON tried to push up as well. I guess you can move around and flank these guys east of RELC. While these guys are grabbing on RELC, you move to the flank, and then while they were busy grabbing him, you flank them. Am I rolling for you, or are you rolling?
Yeah, roll for me.
Easy, right? And you hit them, and you basically auto kill them, right? Because they're very vulnerable while they're grappling him. So your damage is pretty good, right? It should be enough to kill them both, right? It would be halved because went for 2, but double because they're small. More than enough damage, and also they are susceptible while they are grabbing on him. So it's 2d6 damage each. Then, yeah, there's no chance. So you, as they're in the middle of grabbing onto RELC, you just kind of thrust your spears into their flanks, goes through one of them and into the other one, right? So you clear off these two off of RELC, right? As they're trying to frapple him to death, right? Bring him to the ground. FIGBERD was rushing them, SHORTHILT's rushing. These guys, of course, they were doing a movement to fire. So as they, as our guys are closing in, they fired on them, and then after firing, they would start to sprint back half their speed, or no, full their full speed, yeah. So they would fire and move. SHORTHILT would move and stab. Same with MERSHA. And yeah, since they decided to fire first, we get to close the distance at least. So they fired. I think all of these guys, these 5 here are all shooters. They spread out and they fire on SHORTHILT and MERSHA. One of them will fire at FIGBERD. Alright, and out of all their firings, all of them missed. Even a weapon malfunction for one of them. Okay, and then we close the distance, and because they're not in a lineup, we can't really, of course, cleave through or stab through multiple. They spread their forces out, so they figured out the formation. If they were stacked, they could be stabbed easily. So, let's see. Good things about the stacks is, of course, you can get more fighters in at once in a different area. Also good against enemy cavalry. It's good against, of course, lots of things, but then, of course, there's a lot of flaws to it too. So they did a line formation here, so they couldn't get fucking skewered, shish kebabbed against on the same spear. So
yeah.
SHORTHILT stabs through one, kills him automatically in the middle of his malfunction. MERSHA runs through one as well. Spear charge. Spear is another one dead, right? FIGBERD runs into them, slams his hammer through them.
Yep.
Am I rolling for you?
Yeah, let me roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 on the die.
Alright. Crushing one under your hammer. SULTAI, yeah, you already did your move this round. And then we did Samuel's already. We did RELC's. We did YVLON's. And now it's their counter offense, right? So they were all trying to move in, close the distance. So they moved to melee, right? So this guy was on the end of SULTAI's spear. And it just halts there. He just kind of backs out of the spear, right? And then the other ones close in though, right? So another one on SULTAI, a third one on SULTAI, and then that took him to the ground, of course.
Yeah.
And then, of
Well,
course,
you have to roll to see if they can actually grapple me though.
it
Because
doesn't.
I'm not helpless with only one on me.
Yeah, you're in a grapple right now, so it's like auto hit basically. But if you really want to see, okay, yeah, maybe one got a nat one and tripped up. So this guy tried to grab it on you, but you tripped him up. I would say as he ran at you, when you shield bash one, that pushed him back. Basically, he got staggered. But another one fills that gap. Okay. All right.
Well, at least one.
Okay, so 4 doors. Yep, he's on the ground, and then one of them comes in to execute SULTAI, right? But before that, there's nothing else that can save him, right? So this one came in against Samuel. This one went in against.
As I'm going
RELC.
down, I kick him with my boot to see if I can do one last something.
Oh, we do have one more counter before they finish you off, and that's our missile fire, and that includes SCHWANZ and ALFRED. They can prioritize the guys who are about to execute our guys, right? FIGBERD's about to get 1, 2, 3 on him.
Maybe they could even shoot the guys that are running towards me before they grapple.
All right, so SCHWANZ, the guys who are going on SULTAI, do you wanna try to cover fire him? Right, start to shoot those ones.
Yep.
Roll the hit,
Yep.
please. What'd you get?
Hold on, let me type it off.
Ooh.
Good.
I got a 16.
You got a 16. Did either of you
15.
wanna 15? Did either of you wanna risk a lineup? So shooting through targets. Do you guys wanna risk it?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
All right. So you both hit and land your hits and kills. Starting with SCHWANZ, out of all of them, Which one did you want to take down? One of the ones on SULTAI or one of the ones on RELC? Samuel or FIGBERD?
Well,
Save RELC first. Okay. You killed that single one on RELC. RELC wasn't too vulnerable. One KOBOLD, it's not enough to take him down. SCHWANZ. So you took that one down. That might have not been optimal, but it's okay. ALFRED, did you want to go for one on Samuel, SULTAI, or I don't think we can see the ones on FIGBERD actually.
SULTAI. I almost said the wrong name. I'll do one on SULTAI.
Okay, you took one down on SULTAI. So therefore, there's only 2 on him, trying to hold him, so he's able to struggle against him. He's not completely helpless then. Let's see, because they're probably applying about 60 each. If one of them passed their forced doors, which I think one of them did, in that case, that would be about 180 pounds of force. SULTAI would, of course, be able to possibly resist in the following round. So they definitely held him down this round. In the next round, he can try to break free. Right? So he's helpless currently. Right.
Yeah, and I'll start reloading after I shoot.
Right. Samuel's got one on him, trying to just... Because he's just by himself, he's just going to smash at Samuel. Right. So he just ran up past Samuel's spear and starts beating at Samuel with a spiked club. Lands a hit on Samuel and smashes Samuel for 3 divided by 2. 2 damage. Samuel's hit for 2. So this guy didn't grapple Samuel. He just charged into Samuel and starts smashing Samuel with his club, since he's alone, right? If they're alone, they have to kind of resort to their weapons. Grapple would be impossible. So Samuel, of course, had 5 hits, though. He's a tank, right? He soaks up 2 damage like nothing. So he spiked mace or spiked clubs Samuel in the ribs, but Samuel tanks it and just prepares to finish him off, right? All right, so the enemy line is starting to break, it looks like. Our shooters went off, and then finally our spellcaster, Jackson. He has visuals on the north and east flank, so anything on the south side you can't see. Let's see, of the hill. So we're gonna roll 2d8. He's an NPC, so I have to roll 12 hit dice total. So this guy's affected. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has visuals on 4 enemies. Looks like all the other ones are not in his line of sight. So it was kind of wasted. It should have probably been done a lot earlier, maybe. Let's see.
4 is better than none, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clear at the eastern flank and north flank. Oh, they all failed. They all went to sleep.
Oh, slept.
Sleeping.
That means that. Well, actually, it's pretty useful because that clears up the other line of
All right,
people to come
morale
around.
check.
That was
The enemy keep up the fight. They haven't broken. So they are determined. They continue fighting toward the south. Alright, we're going into the next round of combat. Starting with SHORTHILT's declaration of actions. He continues to spear at the enemy. MERSHA, same. FIGBERD, your move.
10 4 hammer. Can I
Oh shoot, FIGBERD's been pulled to the ground actually. So you're about to be executed.
I have been at. Wait, you made rolls against me?
It's pretty much automatic. So 4 attackers against unarmored armor class.
Yeah.
All of them are hits. Forced doors. Passed. Yeah, so you're being held down right now. In next round, one of them can just kind of release you and start finishing you off.
Yeah, it's supposed to do any of the.
So you have 4 holding you down. And then only 3 are required to hold you down, so one's going to execute you next round.
Don't worry. I'll help.
Alright, so MERSHA's in the middle of stabbing this guy. SHORTHILT and MERSHA are probably going to try to save you, right? So SHORTHILT's going to deal with these 2 to the west. MERSHA's probably going to turn around and stab the ones on you, right? So he can clear them off of you. This guy's going to recover from being stunned with his nat 1. Alright, SULTAI, you're on the ground. You want to get up and start stabbing away or something else?
Yep. I'm getting up. I'm gonna go ahead and stab that guy that just got unstunned.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Samuel will
then
do
I'm
the same.
gonna try and shield bash. I'm gonna try and shield bash one of the goblins or kobolds off of FIGBERD.
You want to do 2 weapon fighting again? Sure.
Yep.
Alright, Samuel's going to run in and just spear charge. He's going to try to skewer 2. RELC will probably do something similar. YVLON, you want to charge after? Close and destroy?
No, I start casting Detect Evil.
Okay, yeah. And then as he's casting Detect Evil, SCHWANZ, any new actions? You want to just keep firing? There's no targets anymore for you.
shit. I'm gonna have to move, aren't I?
Yep. So you can reposition. You can sprint to the next hill and flank.
I'll sprint to the next hill and I'll tell my retainer to follow.
Alright, good to go. Alfred, you want to reload this round, right?
I will follow as well since I'm a shooter.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you're reloading every even round. So this is an even round right now. So you already fired last round, so you're gonna reload this round, or you're gonna move this round?
You know what? I'll stay put and reload, so that way I can move into position next round.
Okay. Yep. Reloading the Arbalist, it's a stationary reload. Let's see. And then ALPHARIS.
Yes, sir.
You want to close in a stride at this point, or something else, or hold position, hold the hill?
Yeah. I like to. I will call my retainer and I will say, "Good job, boy. Charge the fucking flank. We're going in."
Good to go.
Downhill.
Two of you are charging over the hill and closing on the Kobold hill. DEMEANA, are you with us? You were AFK last round.
Yeah, I could hear you. I was responding, but you couldn't hear me. I know what was wrong.
Oh, interesting. What would you like to do this round?
Where's my token, please?
Over here, northeast.
Okay.
If you want, you can reposition to this hill over
here.
It's
not my job to fight. Yeah.
True. I mean, you can backstab.
Hide.
Hide, just hang out. Okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm supposed to die in a trap, not to kobolds.
Yeah, that would suck to die to kobolds. Alright. Everyone has declared their action this round. Let's see what actually happens. Starting with immediate melee. Over here to the southwest. SHORTHILT continues the melee against these guys. At this point, their shooters are in close range. They're gonna just go in for grapples. This guy, he sees MERSHA about to stab at the ones on FIGBERD, but before that happens, he tries to grab MERSHA, right? So, and SHORTHILT's trying to kill him, right? So he's moving in. So these shooters at this point are moving to grapple, but SHORTHILT stabs at these two. He steps to the side and tries to skewer them both. So he just steps and then slams into them, tries to skewer two at once. Okay, let's see if it works out for him. He fails miserably. Yeah, so he steps. This guy moves into MERSHA. He stabs, misses both. They crash into MERSHA as MERSHA's trying to turn to the ones to the north and stab at them. But before he can, he gets bodied by two, and they have to roll to hit to get contact, right? To get their hands on him. They got contact, so their hands are on him, and now they're just gonna do a force check, and they got a total of 120 pounds on MERSHA, so he's encumbered at the very least. 120 pounds on him. He can't move, but he can still attack because it hasn't gone over his encumbrance. It has to go over his body weight, so they're at 120. He can still attack. He still thrusts at one of them to the north anyway, while two kobolds try to pull him down to the ground. So he's stabbing at the one to the north of him, and he'll try to puncture these two at the same time, he'll try to take these two right here while they're holding FIGBERD down. This guy's releasing FIGBERD, about to finish him, while he's stabbing these two. So basically, he needs to stab faster than this guy finishes FIGBERD. This guy, all he does to finish FIGBERD, he chooses to see what kind of helmet does FIGBERD have. Let's see, hopefully he's got a heavy helm. FIGBERD has a normal helmet. All right, so they're all holding you down. So while his friends are holding you down, he has in his hand a dagger. All he does is he just runs the dagger through your throat, and he doesn't wait for MERSHA to finish turning around to stab him, right? So FIGBERD gets his throat slit, right, and then MERSHA stabs through him.
Wasn't MERSHA already facing?
No, he was facing west. He attacked toward the west. He's turning to the east.
But hold on, we
or
have
north.
to see if he's faster than SULTAI too, because MERSHA and SULTAI should have an initiative check against him to see.
SULTAI had to
if
get
either
up.
of
You
us
already
is
lost
faster.
initiative. You got up. You lose initiative as you're standing up, right? He doesn't say, "Hey, go ahead and stand up for me so you can stab me." No, he's stabbing FIGBERD's throat while you're trying to get up, right? And this guy here that you stunned is trying to beat on SULTAI as he's getting up, right? So basically, MERSHA stabbed this one. FIGBERD's KIA, right? Let's see. And then of course, let's see. SULTAI, you're in the middle of getting up. As you're getting up, the guy with his spike club tries to beat your head in. And when you're prone, or if you're crouched, melee is super good against crouched or prone guys, right? So as you're getting up, he tries to slam his club into the top of your head. Alright, you are susceptible. He lands the hit and beats down on your skull. and deals double damage, and he does his fighting skill as well. So typically
What
he
about
has
my shield,
1d4.
You know,
What do you mean by a shield? If it protected you in
like
melee?
I was, yeah, like I was getting up, stabbing, and punching people with my shield.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. He already beat your armor class. Right, it's not enough defense. Melee is good against armor, right? Shields don't have double armor class against melee. It's against missiles.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it's just normal armor class, right? It's just the
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, he starts smashing into Sultai's skull. Typically they deal D4, half because they're small, but then double because fighting skill in this case, and double again because he's got the high, or not high ground, but Sultai is susceptible as he's in the middle of getting up. Right, he's lower to the enemy. He's getting his head smashed in. So total damage is 2d4.
About that guy behind me?
5
Can
damage.
you stab him before that happens? Like, can you stab him before that happens?
Yeah, Samuel. Can Samuel do something?
Sure. So as he moved in to bash your head in, Samuel maybe has a chance to stab this guy before he bashes your head in. So here comes Samuel's stab. Samuel rolls to hit and missed. So he thrusts at the enemy as he moves in to bash Sultai's skull in, and Sultai gets up. As Sultai's trying to get up, he gets his head caved in, right, by a spiked club.
How about RELC?
RELC moved up, of course, but by the time he got there, Sultai's head already got bashed in, and he thrusts into the same one and misses as well. They both miss as they bash Sultai. Yeah, our guys move in,
He's a
kind of
wiggly
like
little guy.
just sidesteps, right after 2 spears go past him, right. YVLON, you were in the middle of casting a spell. We have a new target. Let's see, SCHWANZ, you're about to start moving down the hill. As you're moving, you notice one on the east, right, bashing Sultai's head in. Do you want to stop and shoot him? Or did you want to continue to the hill?
Shoot.
Okay.
Stop and shoot.
Stop and shoot him. Roll the hit.
Let me get it. I already have it typed out. Let me get the dice rolls. 17.
17? Okay. These two are dead, sprinting to the position, it looks like. 17's a hit. So after you bashed in Sultai's head, and after these two missed the same kobold trying to stab him, right, you finally shoot him dead. Right? So it took 3 attackers to take that one kobold down. Okay. 2 casualties. Alright. Hopefully they can be compensated after the battle. So the battle continues. Let's see. YVLON casts to detect evil. What this does. Let's go ahead and double check. Alright, for 120 feet. Evilly enchanted, evil intentions cause creatures within 120 feet to glow, right, for him. Actual thoughts are not detected, only the feeling of evil. And that means something that wants to do you harm, right? So, traps are, objects. It's not objects, it's creatures. Or objects, actually, but poison and physical traps are neither good nor evil. So, right, something that wants to do you specifically harm, right? Has the intent to do you harm in the area, starts to glow for you. And as long as you're looking in the right direction. So far you can see, of course, every living kobold is slightly glowing, right? They want to do you harm. Or they're all glowing for you at this point. The ones that are sleeping are slightly glowing, but they can't really do anything, right?
20 minutes, right?
Yeah, the duration is for 6 turns, so 60 minutes.
Nice.
Okay. So you can clearly see all targets or all enemies in the area to the southwest at the moment, because that's the direction you're facing. As you're doing that, of course, ALPHARIS and Jackson were doing a sprint, right? They were dashing or charging the position.
Sir.
And they were closing on the enemy position. So 160 feet. Let's see how far they got. So from here, they should be able to rear end the enemy. So they're moving up a hill, so they probably won't get there this round, but they will at least get to the top of the hill this round, and then next round they can charge and attack, right? So they got to the top of the hill, and they'll have the high ground advantage as they come in to save the day, possibly, right? Let's see.
I hope.
Jackson got a spear out, I suppose, on the way over here. So let's see. All right. As for I think that's everything for that round. And then of course, yeah, SHALBROSE and SCHWANZ are the sprint to the next hill to flank. And DEMEANA just waited behind the hill, and ALFRED finished reloading that round. It is the next round. All right, our plan of action. SHORTHILT, right? He continues stabbing away with his spear. MERSHA will try the same. FIGBERD was killed in action. So the player of FIGBERD is Ethan, and that's your only character for the game. So you're welcome to take your leave. Oh, he's already deafened. Okay. Samuel.
DM, can I ask a question real quick?
What's up?
So I know that my guy died, but can the heroic actions of my character shouting for down and fighting as hard as he could for the good people start the road to repair my reputation with down?
SULTAI doesn't have a bad reputation, right? He's not associated with the direct family. So you wouldn't be repairing anything. The only thing, if you're playing the heir of the characters who did wrong, you might repair their reputation. If they were the ones committing the good deeds. They're not doing shit, right?
Okay.
So it's SULTAI. He's his own man. He's right.
Okay, cool, thank you. Alright.
Let's see. He has no, maybe his household is disrespectable or non-reputable, but he's not, yeah, particularly a criminal. Samuel, let's see, and he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright, Samuel plans to just continue the melee, looks like. RELC will just continue melee or something. Yeah, he'll just continue melee. And you two are charging down the hill. Looks like. In YVLON, what is your next move?
YVLON will go up the hill and look around.
Okay, scout the positions. Alright, and then SCHWANZ, you're just gonna flank, just continue firing arrows.
Yeah.
Alright, and Alfred's about to fire a crossbow, or Alfred, you gotta reposition, so you're gonna sprint to the next hill.
Gonna move south with SHWANZ. Yep.
DEMEANA, do you have a move this round, or do you want to just keep waiting behind the hill?
Keep waiting.
Okay. Very well.
Where's my... Okay, he's right there.
Alright, so what happens this round is, of course, these two manage to get a grip on MERSHA, right? They're holding him, they're waiting for their friends to come and help them, but as they're holding him, SHORTHILT just finishes them off, right? He steps in position, skewers through both of them, pretty much auto-hits them, right? And auto-kills them. There's no chance of survival there. So he spears through two, right? Just steps back, runs a spear through both of them as they're holding onto MERSHA, right? And pulls out.
Who owns these retainers, bro?
And MERSHA, of course, he wasn't even encumbered. He just continued stabbing, right? He was just, or he was encumbered, right? But he wasn't over encumbered. He wasn't helpless, so he just couldn't move too much, right? He was heavily encumbered, but he wasn't overwhelmed or overpowered yet. So he's gonna just continue stabbing away, right, at the ones on FIGBERD that just finished FIGBERD down or off, right? So he stabs at them. He will try to skewer two of them. Let's see if it works out for him. Alright, he missed. So he tries thrusting at them, but they quickly dodge out of the way of the thrust, right? They step out of the way of the thrust, and then of course they move in on FIGBERD. As they're moving on FIGBERD, of course, all three of them moving on FIGBERD, or just these two. This one's moving against Samuel, and realizing they don't have the numbers anymore, they're gonna go for they're gonna go for maybe normal melee at this point. Most of them have dropped their weapons though to grapple, right? Only small weapons can be held by grapplers at the same time. So if they had daggers, they still have the daggers in their hands. But the ones with clubs drop their clubs earlier to grapple, right? So half of them have daggers, half of them. What was it?
Isn't a club a small weapon?
No, it's a normal weapon. Well, it's considered in the small section of weapons, but it's not exactly small sized. So it's a small weapon, but not small enough for grappling. You can't use it in a grapple. Until you finish grappling them or pinning them down, then you can bash their heads in. But same thing with the dagger, I suppose. Yeah. They could possibly still have in their hands but it's not really a grappling weapon. It's got to be 1 to 2 feet for a grappling weapon, or no, 0 to 1 feet I think, or 0 to 2 feet. Let me check what small is. Let's see. It says small weapons are considered. So yeah, club is in the small weapons category. You're right, but then there's a small sized weapons 0 to 1 has fast. So it could be used after they pin, right? It's just not while they're grappling. So yeah, they probably have their weapons nearby still. Then yeah. This one's charging in at Samuel, right? So all they did was, yeah, body of course. FIGBERD. They're going in for MERSHA, and MERSHA missed them, so they're just gonna slam into MERSHA. He's going in for Samuel. He's gonna stab at these two, or this one actually. He only has one target. He's gonna hit his target, I think. Yeah, fighting skill negates his small size, so that's a hit, and it's probably more than likely a kill. Double damage because the enemy's small. And that's a kill. Yeah. Quickly stab that one dead.
Nice.
Jackson and ALPHARIS are running down to rear end these last guys. RELC of course is at this point just stabbing at the ones that are asleep, right? And then YVLON, what were you doing? You were moving to the top of the hill to observe for scout out other enemy positions, right? Nearby?
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah, and if I see a glow,
right.
I see it.
Yeah, I'll let you know if you see it. You're moving up the hill. And then, of course, we got to finish this maneuver here. So, move into contact. Also, SCHWANZ, roll to hit with your bow.
Right. 14.
14. Okay. One of the guys on MERSHA, you shot him. You sniped him from the flank. Okay. And then, of course, just got one left. ALPHARIS moves in to save MERSHA, possibly. ALPHARIS, roll to hit.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna wait.
I think that might
Can
be
you
the
guys
last
see
one.
my camera? Wait. Can you guys see my camera?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go 4. Fuck.
Alright, you ran down the hill, tried to finish this guy. You get a +4 for a rear end attack. You get the high ground, so you're at 9 already. And -4 for small size. Yeah, unfortunately you miss. Despite your great advantage you've got, you end up spearing past the enemy. If you had a nat 1, technically MERSHA's in your line of attack. So you might have speared MERSHA if you got a nat 1, but you just got a miss. So you just missed the enemy. So you stabbed at him, missed him. And then Jackson got a nat 20 though. And speared right through his face, the back of his head.
Nice.
While he was trying to pull MERSHA down.
That's my boy! That's my fucking boy!
Auto killed him. Right. Nat 20, there's no chance. Alright. The battle is over, right? The sleeping kobolds are being stomped on by RELC and Samuel, right? They're just going around finishing off the last few, right? But the battle is won. YVLON, when you got to the top of the hill, you stand on the glorious hill of battle, right? The enemy are dead at your feet. And for miles around, the area is safe, right? No signs of evil in the area. The last bit of it is the last ones that are killed. At least that, from what you can tell from the top of the hill. You look from the top of the hill, you can see the other hills to the south. You can see the hills to the north. You can see a few hills to the east and west, of course. And all the hilltops are clear. You can't see in the valleys, of course, because they're covered by the hills. To the far north is the plains, and far west and east is the plains, right? But for the next half mile or so, or quarter mile, is just hills to the south, and all that seems to be clear so far, except you can kind of see a faint like glowing cloud to the south where the caves are, right? Naturally, evil spawns from the caves. Oh, your vision's only, your detective actually probably can't even reach that far actually anyway, so it only reaches 120 feet. So for the next 120 feet, the next couple of hills or so in the area, you see no enemies, or you detect no evil. So all enemies have been cleared from these hills. The battle's won.
Okay.
And now, to finish the mission,
Since
if you
we
want to finish the
survived-
mission and not have to do this again, you need to close the distance on the cave, right, and secure that position, right? So the enemies are cleared.
Let's secure the gate.
If you loot up now, you can loot up now, load it onto the wagons, and then you can make your way to the entrance and secure the entrance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Sir.
We'll do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your troop secures,
I-
moves through the valley, and there's. Oh, what's
I
up? You have a
would,
question?
I'd like to say something.
You're
So,
dead.
um,
So you
since-
gotta just sit
No,
out.
I
Is
know,
it important to relevant to
I
our?
was thinking.
Okay, man. You're gonna waste our. Or if you're dead, you're supposed to be out, right? You're not supposed to. If you're dead, you can spectate, but you can't interrupt anymore. You're not supposed to, right?
Oh, because there's some chat going on over there where they were talking about leaving with the loot to allow us to reroll
Well, you would have.
and rejoin.
That would be till next game. We're about to run out of time. We have 15 minutes left. So.
Okay, well, if we have 15 minutes left, then we'll just loot up and head back to town and catch out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll loot up, of course. Your crew will loot up. Secure the position first. Loot up the enemies. Take what you can from the dead. I guess if you want, you can take the dead back to base.
We'll take the, because it's only 2 bodies. We'll take the 2 bodies back, and I'll be taking overcharge since our leader's dead.
Okay. Yeah, Fear was killed in action today. Unfortunate. Let's see.
Some peace.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, looks like our adventure's coming to an end. You'll carry your dead back to base. So, or at least load up the dead on the. Some of you will be dragging the dead around until we get back to base, or we move to the position. But basically, few obvious options are available. You can finish the mission by, of course, reaching the entrance and securing it. To secure it, all you gotta do is clear it of enemies and then hold the position, right, until backup can arrive to prepare defenses. Either that, or you can just withdraw and give up the ground that you just took, right? You can fall back to base camp, cash out, and it sounds like you guys want to go back to town or some base, right? So you can sell off your loot, right? Because if you don't sell off your loot, you get nothing from this.
Then we're only falling back because we only have 15 minutes, so I doubt we'll get done clearing the entrance in 15 minutes.
Yeah, so if the entrance isn't already clear itself, then definitely can't retake it. We took the hills. If you want to keep the hills, you have to leave a group here in the hills, right, to set up a base, right, in the hills. So we are already, our base, the dwarf group, is already in the hills. You want to, but this is kind of between this is like the hills right of, you're currently at the hills just outside of the cave entrance, right, because the cave entrance is basically just beyond the next couple of hills, right. So the base camp was built on a hill a safe distance away. Basically, like maybe like, yeah, a short walk away from where we're currently at, like 3 hills away is where the dwarf base camp is. So we're just in no man's land at the moment, and if we want to secure no man's land, that way we can have easy access to the entrance, we need to leave some troops behind, right? So I guess DEMEANA is willing to stay behind. Anyone else?
You can leave my retainer.
Retainers, okay, sure.
I'll leave Samuel as well.
Can we message the dwarves to
give me the names of the guys we're leaving?
Hill?
Yeah, you can send someone to go report to the dwarves, of course. You guys are headed back to the dwarf camp anyway. You're gonna probably get to... Yeah, you're probably gonna send some people to report back to the dwarves. At least one of the guys staying behind will do that. While the rest of you are making your way back to base. Or, not base, but to down, which is also a base. Right, so you can sell off your loot. You can also just head to the southern base camp to sell off your loot. Right? So.
We'll go to wherever's closer to sell off the loot.
Yeah, that's the south base camp. They'll pay the same rate.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll go to the south base camp then, so we're closer.
Okay.
Yep. I'm good with that.
Alright, and then from there, we'll have a couple guys out here holding the hills. We'll send a couple guys to report to the dwarfs that the hills have been retaken, at the very least. The outer hills of the entrance, right? So the enemy have been cleared from the hills at least. And now we've basically secured the entrance, right? We just observed the entrance from the hills. And, let me roll to see if there are enemies guarding the actual entrance itself. There's a 1 in 6 chance that the enemy have finished building defenses just outside of the entrance. Alright, so yeah, you cleared all the enemies that were out here. So they haven't built any defenses, really, outside of the entrance. All they did was emerge from the cave entrance and began, of course, occupying the hills. But we just defeated the entire force that was occupying the hills. Right? We detect no other enemies out here in the hills. And we close in. Yeah. And that means, yeah, while one group goes on to sell the loot, one group reports back to the dwarfs, one group observes the hills and the cave from the hills. And of course, we realize that the hills are taken, so that means the entrance is taken, and there's no defenses built outside the cave itself. So naturally, you guys will be able to close in, or if not, you don't even have to close in. You can just observe the cave entrance from a distance, and of course, anything pops out, you shoot it, right? So the entrance is secure again, right? Now the dungeon itself is not secure, but the actual entrance is secure as long as you can attack the position and try to keep enemies from exiting that cave. It's basically secure, right? So mission complete. You guys succeeded and retook the hills, right? The enemy have been basically driven back into the cave, unless reinforcements spawn from the cave again. In that case, it's a defended position by your crew, and then therefore you guys can just wipe them. But they usually won't attack unless they've got a good chance to. In that case, of course, you guys will be present for such a battle. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you guys know if something like that occurs. Yeah. Anytime a crew is getting attacked, it takes precedence over any adventure, right? So that would be on the... There's two kind of adventures. There's defense and offense. Most of our adventures have been offense. Very few of our adventures have been defense, because defense, you don't gain anything. You just hold a position. That's it. You just maintain. And that's when the enemies try to gain something. But we lose stuff sometimes when we fail to attack, right? Like last time, we only lost the positions because one of the guys got injured, so the Dwarves had to give up the position just to bring him back to base, right? And because of that, the enemies started falling out of the cave and took the hills. So, all right.
Oh, that fucking retainer guy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to say good work for running this this mission successfully. Was Ethan and the other people, the leaders.
He died for your crew.
Yeah.
Led you guys
I died for my carriage.
to victory,
Whenever
I
my
guess.
carriages leave,
Into
they
battle.
always die for the crew.
Yeah, fucking... You were the... Who began the initial charge? Was it you, FIGBERD?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
it's like,
bravery
"Let's
led the charge.
charge!"
Without that initiative, we probably would have lost a few to bombardment, right? But we closed that distance and destroyed the enemy in melee. And unfortunately, our leader
Decisive.
suffers the most, right? So maybe you guys can compensate him, right? By, you know, maybe giving him a double share so his next of kin get to start a little better. Right?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, double share.
Right. I mean, he got a few kills, but more importantly, he made the call for us to charge into melee and win the day. 'Cause I know other leaders might have been indecisive, and of course let the enemy pepper us until like half our crew was killed. Right. So, the decisive charge of FIGBERD and his death got us our victory, along with SULTAI. Right. Got a few kills as well. So,
Held
very
them
good.
off long enough. Yeah, teamwork. We all had good teamwork. Yeah.
All right. So let's get you guys rewarded then for your effort out there in the field. We killed, I think it was 27 kobolds. So
Yeah.
kobolds have double bounties because we're at war with them.
Was it 27 or 28?
It was 27.
27.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's 270 copper pieces. And then of course XP experience wise, 27. You're gonna get 13 XP for this battle.
Damn.
Okay. So among your troop, we'll go over shares. It looks like you guys are... No one objects to FIGBERD, your brief leader today, getting a double share. And then everyone else except retainers, unless you think some of the retainers deserve a full share. I mean, some of the retainers did more work than some of the PCs. I don't know. It's up to your crew to decide.
Yeah.
But let's go over every character then, just to be fair. So ALPHARIS, full share, half share, or something else?
For sure.
Okay. Or actually, we'll just do full share for everybody, except basically we'll just go over the ones that are speculative.
The thief is getting a half share.
All right, you guys think DEMEANA deserves half a share? She didn't really
Agreed.
fight.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed. I agree.
Okay, no objections there. There was a party vote. SULTAI, does he get a full share or a half share or a double share or something else?
We'll give him a full share too since he fought valiantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then everyone else, yeah. Oh yeah, the retainers. So do all retainers get a full share today because of their hard work, or should they all just get half shares as they?
The retainers earn a full share too. They earn their fucking today.
Okay.
Sir.
They earned a full share today. Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
my retainer didn't do nothing really, so.
So yeah, so that's one thing that you guys might argue, right? You guys want to
Okay,
have.
so then what we can do,
That's fair.
we'll give your retainer a half share then, and then those two half shares equal that second full share for the leader.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
perfect.
Basically. All right, so we'll calculate the shares now. So this is
Oh, question.
What's up?
Are we okay with giving the leader, because he led the battle, he led us as a group, and he died for us?
Yeah,
Are we
they
okay
gave him
with
a 2
actually
shares.
giving him a third share?
Yeah.
A
Yes.
third share.
No,
No, no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
the
no.
leader's
Well,
the leader's job is to their job is to lead and die for the group if needed. I've led other groups and I've died for my group, and I was lucky to get a full share sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So double share is already a lot for a leader. All they had to do is
Yeah.
make a choice that everyone else wants to make, right? So the job of the leader is to make a decision. That's it. Group decision.
Now, I would say if everybody else fled and he stayed behind
Make a
and
plan.
he killed the entire fucking group by himself, then that's deserving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did also initiate.
Did his fair share of killing and of course initiate the
which is
combat.
enough.
All right, so that's worth the double share for sure. Okay, that's fair. All right, so we'll do the math real quick. You basically get 1 share and you guys get 2 and he gets 4 math wise. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 shares here, 24 here, and plus 1 here or plus 2 here. So 26 shares with the divide. So let's go ahead and calculate that. The calculator. Right. Alright, to make this easy, since there's 270, we'll do 10 per share, 10 extra at the end. We'll figure out that in a moment. So every share is 10 basically. There's 60, and there's 10 extra. And of course that means every share is 10. So all of these guys get 20, and FIGBERD gets 40, and DEMEANA and SHALBROSE get 10. And there's 10 extra, and the last 10 extra should go to who?
We can give the last 10 to the leader.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he'll get 50. Everyone gets 20, and these two get 10. All right, that should add up to 270. Let me double check though. So 50 plus it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 200. Yeah, that's exactly 270. Right. Okay, so SOMNIFEROUS got none. Right. She left the crew early. She felt sick that morning. We were supposed to set out. And then SULTAI, he earned his equal share, going to 20 on his person. He died in battle, but was returned to base. Right, he was buried, so at the south base camp. So status was killed by KOBOLDS, buried near KOBOLD
North base camp or
cave.
Wow. Just copy that.
Alright, and then of course, yeah, we'll copy paste that for the other death as well. So, killed by KOBOLDS and buried near KOBOLD caves, which is gonna go for FIGBERD as well, who earned a share of 50. Okay, we'll do XP in a moment, but we'll do money first. Okay, so ALPHARIS equal share, he got 20. Jackson
20.
equal share, he got 20. YVLON equal share, he got 20. MERSHA equal share, that's 20. RELC equal share, that's 20. SHORTHILT equal share, 20. SCHWANZ equal share, 20. SHALBROSE half a share, 10. DEMEANA half a share, 10. ALFRED equal share, 20. Samuel equal share, 20. Experience, there's 13, right? And there's 10 of you here, and there's 1 leader. I think there's a total of 13 of you, so how's 1 XP each? Is that fair or no?
No. So the thief shouldn't get XP. Yeah, their job is to disable traps and stuff. But if we're looking at it in that aspect, I'm a cleric. My job should be to defend the group from undead. So I'm not gonna fight. That was kind of lame, to be honest. So I don't think they're deserving of an XP.
Anyone object or agree?
I agree.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So the last XP should go to FIGBERD then? He'll get 2, everyone gets 1, except DEMEANA.
We can give the last XP to the leader.
Okay. Yep, FIGBERD.
agreed.
And then SHALBROSE, is everyone okay with SHALBROSE getting an XP? He was a half share guy, retainer.
Yeah, I mean they were doing their job in defending their leader.
Yeah,
you know?
their employer. Okay. Alright, you guys are getting your XP now.
Well, technically, they weren't just defending him; they were defending our archers. You know, so.
Yeah, and the cargo too,
Yeah.
the wagon, the cart.
You and me.
Damn.
Damn good deal.
Amazing.
Ethan, you might be
Alright.
the next geese. Yeah.
Good job, gentlemen. You did good today. You retook the hills. So we lost progress yesterday. We made progress today, right? So I'll see you guys in the next
That's a
one.
good thing.
Take care, gentlemen. Exactly 3 hours. Good job.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you
Yep.
for that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your...
Thank you guys. I'll see you
Yes,
guys.
sir.